Want to spice up your listening? Smart
Umiiyak ka na naman dahil sa walang kwentang dahilan. Ano ba ang nangyari sa ating dalawa? Lagi na lang tayong di nagtutugma. Pag-usapan natin to. Masyado na kasing magulo, mahal pa rin naman kita. Pero parang ang labo na talaga, baka kailangan na muna natin ang oras para pag-isipan ang lahat ng to. Kung tayo talaga tatanang magsabi sa atin, kung bitaw ba o kapit ba, kung para sa'kin ka, kahit mawala iba, hahanapin ng puso ang daan pabalik sa'yo. Kung tayo, kung tayo, kung tayo talaga. Nagsisigawan na naman dahil sa walang kwentang dahilan. Paano ba tayo nauwi dito? Konti na lang magkakasakitan na tayo. Pag-usapan natin to. Masyado na tayong magulo, mahal pa rin kaya kita. Ewan ko ba ang labo na talaga, parang kailangan na muna natin ang oras para pag-isipan ang lahat ng to. Kung tayo talaga tatanang magsabi sa atin, kung bitaw ba o kapit
Kapag mainit, i-efficacent, relaxant oil. Kulang ang babala, meron palang makikilala na tila isang palaisipan na pinipilit maintindihan. Napapansin ko na, ngunit nagpapatay mali siya. Mga mata ko'y nakapako sa bawat espasyo kung nasaan ka. Ba't ba kailangang gawing komplikado?
basa ang dagito ba'y damang-dama sa'king kalom ng punong-puno ng pananabik at ng kabalalim. Sa'king bawat paghinga nakatitig lamang sa iyo. Naglakad ka ng dahan-dahan sa pasilyo tungo sa altar ng simbahan. Hahagkanan, di ka bibitawan, wala na akong mahihiling pa. Ikaw at ikaw, ikaw at ikaw, ikaw at ikaw, di maikukumpara, araw-araw kong dala-dala paboritong panalangin ko'y makasama ka sa pagtanda. Ang hiling sa Diyos na may gawa, apelido ko'y maging iyo. Naglakad ka ng dahan-dahan sa pasilyo tungo sa'kin at hinawakan mo ako't aking di na pigilang maluhan ng mayakap na. Ikaw at ikaw,
I'm just a fool and stubborn as rock. My heart wants what it wants, and it's craving for you. Guess I am a statue, 'cause I can't be moved. My love's full of crazy, and I'm crazy for you. Inday ay kabala ka, ako ray bahala. Salig lang jud na ako, na ikaw ra jud hantud ron. Pero kung di ka mo tuo, guess I'll have to prove that. So kahit anong gawin ko, ikaw pa rin ang mahal ko. Kahit ano pang mangyari, so our love won't fade. Even when I'm away. Oh, you don't even know how much I'm crazy for you. Susunabuang ako og nasilaw ko sa mong kagwapa. In love na in love jud ko. Kay sige ko tanaw sa pics. Tuwa na ko'y risk. Katawa na lang ta basta mo tubo ang feelings ni mo para na ako. Kung mapayom ka, lipay ra jud ko. Kahit anong gawin ko, ikaw pa rin ang mahal ko. Kahit ano pang mangyari, ikaw at ako sa aking mundo. Sana'y hindi ka magbago. Ikaw lang ang tanging minamahal ko. Ikaw lang sinta ko for always. I'll sing this song so I love mo. Ayaw ko ga'i, babe. Ayaw ko ga'i, baby. Ayaw ko ga'i, babe. 'Cause I can't live without you. So ayaw ko ga'i, babe. Ayaw ko ga'i, baby. Ayaw ko ga'i, babe. 'Cause I can't live without you. Kahit anong gawin ko, ikaw pa rin ang mahal ko. Kahit ano pang mangyari, ikaw at ako sa aking mundo. Sana'y hindi ka magbago. Ikaw lang ang tanging minamahal ko. Ikaw lang sinta ko for always. I'll sing this song so I love mo. Ayaw ko ga'i, babe. Ayaw ko ga'i, baby. Ayaw ko ga'i, babe. 'Cause I can't live without you. So ayaw ko ga'i, babe. Ayaw ko ga'i, baby. Ayaw ko ga'i, babe. 'Cause I can't live without you. So ayaw ko ga'i, babe.
Wala naman akong nais banggitin. Di pag-uusapan lahat na nangyayari sa atin. Pagkatapos ako lamunin at suyuin ang panahon. Pati sa panaginip di man lang uminahon. Sadyang gusto ko lang naman tanungin ang iyong mata na madalas nagsisinungaling. Ang galing parang kahapon na mahal mo ako. Hindi inaasahang ganito ka magbabago. Pero kahit ganito, paulit-ulit ang lumayo ay hindi pa rin susuko sa aking mga pangako sa'yo. Hindi magbabago ang aking hiling na kahit isa lang na saglit, kahit hindi na maulit ang oras ay labanan, ako'y iyong samahan, sulitin bawat sandali. Dahil kahit isa lang na saglit, kahit hindi na maulit iyong ipadama ang init ng iyong yakap dito sa aking tabi. Hanggang kailan kaya ako mananaginip ng gising? Hanggang kailan pa ba ako maglalakad ng nakapikit? Meron pa bang patutunguhan kung ako na lang ang nag-iisang humihiling at nagbabagal sakali? Kahit isa lang na saglit, kahit hindi na maulit, oras ay labanan, ako'y iyong samahan, sulitin bawat sandali. Dahil kahit isa lang na saglit, kahit hindi na maulit iyong ipadama ang init ng iyong yakap na dito sa aking tabi. Ikaw ay sumipi, isa lang na saglit, aking ibubulong at sasabihin, hindi maglalaho ang pag-ibig ko sa'yo. Nakakalimutan, pati bahay gumuguho, inaalayang mga kaputol na nahuhulog. Lahat sila'y nagpapatuloy, ako'y di makaalis. Kinabukasan walang katuloy kung wala ka. Kahit di na matamo ang mabutang panilikha, ninakaw mo ang kulay ng mundo, iyong dala, hinahanga. Hirap pigilan ang pusong ikabuo, kaya hayaang bumagyo. Di man maibalik, babalik-balik sa'yo. Mapait na nakaraan, puso ang nabura, ika'y nilarawan o isang anghel na kabakas. Tuluyan na akong lumulumbog sa lupang kinatatayuan. Luha mo sa labi ko ang tanging inaasam. Kapit
machines don't run at 100% efficiency.
Are we still talking about?
I was explaining manifolds to Sydney.
Oh, this is something new. What is?
Don't.
Honey, this is interesting.
This is interesting.
This is interesting.
This is really interesting.
Sydney.
So for
How
every-
satisfying
okay.
is it if you get it
Dude,
right?
it's
That's
so
just that.
satisfying.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Hello and welcome to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm your host for today, Gant. Joining me once again are the boys, and we have a special guest. My wife. It's my wife.
Welcome
Go
back.
on.
My wife.
Welcome back.
My
Welcome back,
wife.
Sydney.
Hey, last time we did a video, I wasn't even your wife yet.
I know. You haven't. Is this the first time you've done a video at this studio?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
last time you were here was the old studio, which
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Wait, what episode number was that?
It was like 4 years ago.
I think that was like episode 25.
Honey, you gotta-
Something like that. Go.
No,
yeah.
she's loud enough. It'll be fine.
Okay, so you are on
Episode
episode 20.
What are we on now?
Like,
250 or something?
I was just a fledgling. I was just a wee little lass.
You were. Oh, I forgot about the wine special.
Well, I mean,
that
that
you
was
were-
like
the
a
wine
stream.
special.
the
yeah.
wine special,
Yeah,
which
I
was
don't-
just.
Jean-Pierre III taught me everything I knew.
So actually, we didn't plan to have Sydney on as a special guest episode. She was just in the office, and we were like, "Hey, Sydney, for a beer, do you wanna have a special guest episode with us?"
Honestly, as an alcoholic, I was sold.
I guess.
You had her at beer.
So
Yeah.
to the.
Oh, we didn't even cheers.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
should
yeah,
cheers.
cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, shut the
So
fuck.
this isn't gonna be a usual guest episode. This is just gonna be a normal. Oh, God, it's just
Shoot the shit.
Okay,
So-
just shoot the shit.
Wait, so
Laugh it up like a
what
dog.
were you doing? Like what you were still doing just like hentai vids back then, right?
Yeah.
And so you've kind of changed a lot of what you're doing since then.
Have I though?
Yeah, I think
You
so.
really thought about it? I have.
You have.
I just wanted to like.
Hold on. Your mic is like do it like okay wait.
No, I just meant to bite it.
No, don't bite it.
No, don't. That's not what you're meant
Wait,
to
what?
do.
You do not want to bite that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of looking tempting.
It's been near a lot of
Okay, there we
mouths.
go. Now I can actually.
I
like,
can
Yeah,
have
how's
so much
how's the
spit.
audio, Kai? I
So
have
much
to
I
touch
just
you.
you
bacteria.
were just blocked by it. Okay, so
Yeah, Kai's like
Well, yeah.
his ears are bleeding.
you
from
have
it.
changed because back then it was pretty much only that, and now you do streaming. You do, and I'm more like I feel like true crime kind of stuff.
I like doing
That's like
things that
horror,
are
right?
banned.
Yeah.
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 Just before we get to that, before we get to like the
Okay.
interview questions,
Oh my
I want to
God.
bring up
Wasn't
something
into that.
else. So I mentioned to the boys that you have this new obsession called Love and Deep Space,
yeah.
and I thought
Listen,
this would
I
be.
would not have accepted this if we were going to bring up my complications, my issues into the table.
As your husband, I'm proud of your career. I'm proud of your content that you've been doing. But
let's talk about your passions.
Let's talk about what you've actually been doing.
Is this like one of those
Okay.
things where people gather around and be like, listen, we care about you?
An intervention. Well, okay. First of all, can you? Because I don't fully explain what this is. Can you explain to the people who don't know what Love and Deep Space is, what it is, and what you're into? I suppose.
Yeah.
What I'm into. Okay.
Okay,
What
I don't-
every girl
That
is
was a loaded
into.
question. That was a
Yeah, 'cause
loaded
we've
question.
we've heard like the
Don's given us
basics.
secondhand
Okay,
accounts.
yeah.
Yeah, I've given secondhand accounts.
So like, I first heard of Love and Deep Space when they sponsored me like a year ago when they first began, and
Oh,
that's
they
kind of like
sponsored you?
they did. That's how I
Sponsored me
began.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And when I saw it, I was kind of like, oh, there's just like anime guys showing off their pecs, who cares, whatever. And then it wasn't until like Emily was just like, hey, I'm obsessed with this guy. He's like a yandere, and I'm like obsessed with the yandere guy. So I'm like, okay, say less. And then I started playing it, and initially, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of cringy to me because it's just like guys just being like, oh God, you're so beautiful, you're so hot. And I'm just like, okay, guy in my phone, okay. But then it's like, as a story, like this is where they get you. It's like, because each time you pull for like, you get like five guys. Five guys. And then
Five
like,
Guys. Love Five Guys.
I love Five Guys.
Pull for 5 guys.
If I could have five guys at once. But anyway, so if I would just say, okay. So you have five guys, all with different things.
This episode is just gonna be the out of context
Okay.
like winner award.
Yeah.
So there's 5 guys.
Okay,
And you
5
got
guys.
it?
And they're like all different personalities, and you're kind of like, okay, typical like, oh, otome guy personalities. But then as you go on, like you start on like, you get it becomes a little more than otome. It becomes spicy. So you have to roll for like memories of
Okay.
these
Memories,
guys.
okay.
And these memories are like what you use to like fight with in the game.
Oh.
Wait, you fight in this game?
Yeah, you fight.
Who are you fighting?
What are you
like
fighting?
space monsters.
Okay, this is I've heard a lot about this game. This is the first time.
Yeah, I
I've
thought,
You didn't know that?
I thought it was like a visual novel.
When I
No.
when I did my ad, that never came up as like a mechanic to promote. Like I remember,
I know it did.
I had to do a skit.
Wait, how-
and combat. I didn't know it was combat.
Yeah, look at the combat. So you have to pick their memories. You have to pick for which memories to fight with.
Okay.
Wait,
what the fuck?
This is a 3D game?
What?
This is like a proper game.
Wait, this I did a big promotion for this. I did
Yeah.
not know this was in this game.
Yeah, they never put that in the talking points.
What?
It's like an option.
But
No one has ever mentioned this when it comes to like love
Okay.
and deep space.
So
before.
how much of the okay? So like, you know, obviously the memories. How much of the percentage of the game is this?
Just that 1%, really.
Like 1%.
Yeah.
Okay, well, like
So like, give me the breakdown of like what it is you do in this game.
Yeah.
Like by percentage.
Is there a story?
yes,
Do you
there's a
play for
story.
the story?
No.
Well, at least you're honest.
Okay, no, I don't. I
Respect the honesty.
literally just leave it on auto in the background. I'm like doing something else. But
Okay.
so essentially, I guess a lot of it is like you have to go on dates with them to raise their affection.
Okay.
And then like when you raise their affection, you get more like memories and stuff like that.
it.
And you get like sometimes like special audio where they're like, oh, sorry, I just had a bit too much milk. It just really made me not breathe for a second. It's like there's like stuff that's very much clearly like this is meant to be sex,
Yeah.
but you're like making it seem like it's something else.
Right,
Like there's like
right.
one with one of the guys where he's like touching something slimy. He's like, oh, do you like that? Do you like that? Oh, sorry.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes.
Can I want to watch
Yeah,
this.
I need to
Love
watch
and Deep Space Slime.
Okay, it's
Love
like,
and Deep Space Memories?
yeah, Love and Deep Space like, do you like a spicy memory? Do you like I don't. There's so many. Like, I'm trying to remember the names. Okay, wait.
Silas
Level 60 hand.
Hand interaction. Okay.
Oh no!
Wait, you gotta put the audio up.
Oh my god.
What a bad boy!
I prefer it like this.
Oh my god.
He's so bad.
Can we pause? Can we read the comments?
Yeah. Open up the comments of this.
He's really testing my sanity. God forgive me for what I'm about to do this, man.
Listen, I'm just saying, men have had this for like ages. You've had all this. We get one thing, and all of a sudden now it's Gooner Award.
No. We
No,
don't.
no. We're not
We don't
shaming.
judge. We don't
We
judge.
don't judge.
We goon, so we don't judge.
Yeah, we don't judge. We just find it. We're
just
happy.
really funny to watch.
We're happy the fact that this exists, so
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
can all come
I needed
together
this.
and
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can all agree on something. Now, but the thing is, for me, I don't like go through the whole girlfriend experience. I'm just straight to the meat. Like I'm just getting it
To
done.
me
I'm done.
too. Like usually me too.
But so, what does this do for this? Like, what does this do?
Okay, listen, I don't really. Okay.
Okay.
I will say, seeing other people do it, it's like, oh my god, but when it's me and he's just like, oh, I love the touch of your fingers on my
I
face,
see,
I'm like,
okay.
okay, well, I'm just looking at my phone. But
Is it more like the prelude? It's like you're like, oh, okay, I'm kind of like, yeah, this is hot. All right, now I'm gonna go actually do something else.
yeah, kind of, yes.
Okay.
It's like there was like I think the longest I played in one sitting was like 4 hours.
That's a long fucking time.
you say that like that's like not a long
Like
time.
every Monday when they refresh, good 4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours. Because then you can go like you play like a kitty card game, and then you take like
kitty card
like the
game?
card machine, claw machine, and then it's just like everything refreshes. So anyway,
I remember the claw machine. That's why I had to promote it. I did it on a claw machine video.
it is kind
Oh,
of
that's
addicting.
why they promoted it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I had to do a skit in
Right.
the claw game place, and it was.
Yeah, right.
It is very addicting. The claw machine aspect. It actually is really.
Like, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I want to know how spicy does this get? Because okay, let me set the scene. I'm lying in bed. We're just chilling just before I think we're about to go to bed. I hear some sus fucking sounds come from Sydney's second phone.
Yeah.
I look over.
That was when he was eating too. He's like, it's like, oh my god, it isn't.
No, I look over and I see some fucking dude dressed up in this BDSM ass fucking outfit, and he's like, touch my nipple. You have to free me right now. And I'm like, honey.
And then when you actually like flick his nipple, he's like, it's like, It's not my proudest goon, but
Oh my
it's the newest banner. I'm gonna re-roll it for that. That's the
do you
spiciest
remember,
one.
remember what that banner's called? I'll look sure.
He just looked up nipple flick.
Like that.
Is that it? Then?
Night of Serenity.
No, it's-
Yeah.
Looks like we're on the
Oh, we
same
can't
page
air this,
when
dude.
it comes to waste time.
It's shot like fucking Peep Show.
Don't look.
Don't look.
What is
oh
this?
my god!
What is he eating there? Oh, her. Is
Oh.
this the girl?
Yeah, that's supposed to be us.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh my god,
Oh.
dude.
Wow, they really get into
oh
it.
my
Oh,
god!
you don't even know the beginning of it. Like,
Damn.
I got one from the 5-star banner of one of the characters, and there was like an off switch to make them not so horny, and he put it like on his pee-pee, and you'd like use your knee to touch his pee-pee. And then he's like jacking him off with your knee. I'm like, China, skirting the lines here.
God
What
damn.
the fuck?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
you like fully jacking this dude?
Yeah, you're jacking him off. And then he like knocks you over. Jesus Christ.
This is so fucking funny.
Like, what are you?
It's
this
spicy.
is just too much. This is too much power.
And anyway, that's love in deep space for you.
I guess
That's
the way
crazy.
that like guys they like protect themselves and feel like they're like I'm not a gooner. So they like once they jack off something, they're like I don't know the name of that shit that I just watched.
Yeah.
I don't know the fucking any of the people in it.
Yeah.
I close that tab and I'm done and I'm
Yeah.
forgetting about it and I'm a normal human in society.
Where the ladies are like, I'm fucking committed to the story.
Yeah.
I need to know his name. I need to know his nipple
I'm here
circumference.
now.
Because my impression from just seeing these scenes and just seeing some of the stuff like secondhand, like there's, and you probably have like the best experience of this for with like let's say Guna material for guys and for girls, right? I feel like this is so much more intense than what you can get in like most pretty much every gacha game I know of. That's is for like the male.
Legit. Like I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of men just say like, oh, even for like the guys, usually it's just more of like random anime girls with massive tits.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
being like, oh, I love you. Hee hee, look. We can do it right now. We could. But with this one, it's like all about building the relationship with the guys, which is actually where they catch you. And it's kind of like, I don't really care about that. Because maybe I'm just in a happy marriage. Damn that, no, don't put that in there.
I just want to flick a nip.
Sometimes I'm just craving a good little nip to flick.
God forbid.
But yeah, it's just kind of like I like
That's
it for the
crazy.
spice. And even Emily's just like, it's just like some of the guys is like yandere men. Okay, keep it coming. Yum 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 yum. But other than that, yeah, a lot of the other aspects are a bit addictive as well, just like the cat game and like claw machine. But it is a good game because this guy in the game he like stalks you, and that's part of his charm. And it's like anytime you call him like, oh Silas, he's like, I'm here, kitten.
Wait, so why? Okay, I don't understand this. Why do some people have like being stalked as a fetish? Like, where does that come from?
Because they're so obsessed with you, they don't want to go their day not following you.
Oh, it's the idea that someone is that obsessed with you
Yeah.
that you're
Yeah.
kind of into, but not as much as they're into you.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's kind of like they will like it's a guy that was so obsessed with you that he kind of like knows all your flaws, knows what to like, how bad you could be, and it's like still loves you anyway, so much to the point that it's concerning.
I think I don't know human beings actually. I thought I did, but I guess so.
Yeah.
No.
To be fair, guys have Gasai, and I'm not a Gasai fan, but
Yeah, but I
that's-
steer far away from these people.
I've always heard of people having stalkers and it's bad. I've never heard of someone being like, dude, I got this.
Okay, no, I don't want to be
I
stalked
got-
in real
yeah, I know.
life.
But like,
Yeah.
I've never,
why they fulfill it in
Yeah.
I've never heard someone go like, God, I got this fucking hot stalker right now. It's just so fucking.
Well, I think it's more just like the idea, other than
Okay.
I think it's also because
a-
most stalkers in real life don't look like this.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, if I had a stalker that was handsome and he gave me money every time he saw me, I'd be like, okay, wait a minute.
I would
What?
not feel about this.
that's how I got initially. Actually,
It's like, yeah, it's like I got 5 boyfriends on there already. Like
Jesus
I
Christ.
actually, one of my friends came up to me because sometimes you have to bring the phone with you when you're like wanted to do a special event. So I have 2 phones, one of them for Love and Deep Space and my
Did
normal
you
one.
buy a phone for Love and Deep Space, or it just happened that you had? A
I just
spare phone?
happened to have one.
That was, and then you were like, "This is the Love and Deep Space."
Yeah.
so how does your taste in Men in Love and Deep Space compare with Emily's? Because who's Emily's favorite character?
Do you guys fight over your favorite characters?
Emily really likes one named Caleb. and
Bring it
I-
up. Bring it up.
We're gonna
We're
judge
gonna
him.
compare.
We're gonna judge him.
Caleb,
Compare.
I gotta say, sorry to everyone named Caleb. It's just not a great name.
It kind of isn't.
I think of like it's like in the same realm as like people called Chad. It's like it's got a weird vibe.
It feels like to me like a biblical name in a way that's like sad, like Abel, like your brother killed you.
Wait. So what's the appeal of Caleb? What's the appeal
So
of this
essentially,
character?
he's your childhood friend who you thought
Oh.
was dead, and then you get abducted.
I'm sorry, what is his uniform? Can we
He,
see?
he
don't
works for
know.
like he's the colonel of like killing people. What killing it?
The Colonel.
Wait,
Killing.
that
Colonel
sounds
killing people.
like that's
Yes. Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
dude.
Yeah.
So Emily has some interesting taste. Who's your
Yeah.
favorite man? Who's your favorite man?
It's hard because they're kind of all yanderes.
Is that the appeal of Love and Deep Space?
They're all equal.
God, if I had to ask, what do you think my favorite type of guy in a game is? What if I said many times? What is it?
It's Yandere, man.
No, but besides that, it's the one who puts out the fastest. And honestly, they all put out equally, so it's hard to pick.
You're gonna have to reiterate on that.
The one who
Elaborate.
gives
I
you
need you to
one-
elaborate on that.
So the hierarchy is puts out the fastest.
Yeah.
Yandere, man.
Yeah,
Why do they need to put out fast? What is
because
it?
I don't have the patience to find out who's gonna put out whatever.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I will say she went through. She was obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3, for like the
Goodness.
longest time, and she's like, I despise this one guy. I think he's boring as fuck. And who
He
does she?
tries to be funny, and it's like, okay, that's kind of
Who does he end up? Who does she end up with? Who does she end up romancing
Gale.
in that game? Gale.
Because he put out the quickest.
So you want the whore of the group.
Yeah, 100%. I
like,
love sluts.
Okay, like to put it in perspective, like when she played Persona 5,
Yeah.
she just romanced Anne like immediately.
I mean,
It was
likewise.
easy.
Did you actually? No.
First time around, I did.
Like you gotta wait, see what all the
No.
options are first.
I mean, look, I was just like, I just want to romance now.
Yeah.
She's the first female
You're like,
character you get.
"Give it to me!"
Give it to me now.
Complain about modeling and show me your tits, Anne!
Give me a now.
But yeah. And that's just the appeal for me. It's just slutty.
Fair
men.
enough.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Fair
this is the
enough.
perfect
Sure.
game for you then.
There's
Yeah.
actually a lot of debate right now. They're like, oh, the guys have to be virgins though in this game. And it's just like, there's no fucking way these guys are fucking virgins. If they were
Wait,
real.
who says that? Who
Like,
says
there's
that?
been a lot of debate on Love and Deep Space Twitter.
You think a guy's this confident at what he is doing? This is like his 19th time. This is his craft.
So girls and guys aren't too different.
Yeah.
They better be virgins.
Yeah,
That's
they
so
gotta
funny.
be
Those legs,
they
I
gotta
gotta
be
check.
virgins. They gotta be
What are you gonna do?
innocent.
Check his hymen? What are you gonna do?
Look inside his penis, see if the hymen's in there.
Wouldn't this be disappointing? He'd nut in like 0.1 seconds. Or I guess some people
Yeah,
like
especially
that.
after all of that kitten talk, and he's just like,
Yeah.
the moment it goes, he's just, oh,
He's like, actually,
sorry, kitten.
I was pretending I was just a virgin this
Felt
entire
so
time.
good.
Sorry, kitten, you were too good.
Why is that actually gonna be like, oh my god, oh, I'm so flattered.
Oh my god. Christ.
So this is
Oh
why
my
you don't
God.
upload that much anymore, huh?
Yeah, it's just
It's a mix
preoccupied.
of things. It's an agglomeration of things.
This is a big
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
This is
maybe.
a big one.
I do like my games.
This episode is sponsored by Shopify.
Guys, when the boys came to me and said, we want to start selling shirts, I'm like, that sounds like a great idea.
That's true.
But how do I know? How do we do that?
I didn't know.
And so what I did was I thought deeply and I looked at Joey and I said, Joey, you handled it. And what Joey did was he used Shopify.
Secret with
Get the same Shopify.com.
Yes, please.
That's
Streaming.
You've been playing a lot of, or someone I know has been playing a lot of games, a lot of horror games.
That's just me
That's just you.
in general.
Okay, I gotta know, how do you not get bored of just horror? Because you watch how many horror movies you watch, or how many times you watch horror within a week?
You know the answer. You
I
son of a
want
bitch.
I want it for
I
the
like
camera.
to, okay, like at least, like, I don't know, a few times a week.
A few times a week, she needs
Okay.
to watch
that could
a
be
horror
anywhere
movie.
between 2 and 20.
I watched 2 films. I'd love to hear your opinion on them. No doubt you've watched them. They were like M. Night Shyamalan films. I watched on the plane. I watched one called like Night Crawler, Night Walker. What is it? Can you type M. Night Shyamalan? And then the other one was Trap, but the guy that's a serial killer and they're trying to get him. in the
No,
stadium.
that was stupid as shit.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. that
No,
much.
because then he got his, like, he kind of made it for his daughter, because the singer was his daughter.
Oh,
dude.
really?
Yeah.
I felt bad. I was watching that movie,
Night
and I was
Walk.
like, the
No, it's
moment
not
she
Night
started
Walker.
acting, the film like went like, it was so bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I didn't understand it because then she's just like, I'm just gonna protect this serial killer. Okay, world famous pop star. Let me just help this serial killer.
So
who came
what's
to your
what's this film about?
You say it.
So, it to be fair, the first 20 minutes I felt like they were really good. They're in a stadium, and his daughter is seeing a pop star that she really likes, akin to like Taylor Swift of this universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like he's like, I gotta get my daughter a t-shirt, and they're all sold out. And then he overhears from one of the staff who's selling the t-shirts, he's like, hey, yeah, this whole concert was we put this whole concert on for a trap to catch the serial killer. And he's like, what? Like, what serial killer? And you slowly start to like think like, oh, is it him? And then they immediately lose all sanity because he goes into the toilet and opens up his phone where he has a camera pointing at his basement with a guy trapped in it. And I was like, this could have been so much better if you like, because he could have like slow burned it to make you realize he
let
was
us
the
guess,
killer.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then basically it's about him. The first hour and a half is him avoiding everyone in the stadium, doing heinous shit, and then eventually the pop star gets involved, the one on stage, and they go to his house, and he's like, oh, don't you tell them I'm the serial killer.
Okay, random world famous pop star.
Yeah, who's in their house.
Yeah, just casually.
The security didn't go in. No one went in. And then it's just it was shit. It was
They
shit.
never explained why she helped him either. She's like, oh, I'm trying to get away from the cops, and also I'm a world famous serial killer. She's like, okay,
Yeah.
bet, let's go to your house. Like, it just, the
And he
progression.
escaped
made
like
no
4 times.
Yeah.
Oh
He just
my
keeps
God.
escaping. It was shit.
So
Yeah,
what was the
that's
twist in this one?
That he was the serial killer.
Okay.
Yeah, and to be fair, he was the best part of that film. He was a pretty good actor. But my God, I didn't realize it was his daughter. Jesus. Can you type M. Night Shyamalan films? He makes so many.
I don't
I
know
was gonna say,
why
if you're talking about Nightwalker with that guy Donnie Darko guy.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jake
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal.
Not
We
that
haven't
one?
seen that one. I haven't seen that one.
Hold on.
No,
Scroll down.
Nightwalker is the one where Jake Gyllenhaal is
It's the recent ones. Scroll on to recent films.
Jake Gyllenhaal
Trap?
is the
Not Trap. It's The Watchers. I watched
The
The Watchers.
Watchers.
You see
the
this one?
Watchers.
Can I say the cinnamon? Oh wait, is that Dakota Fanning?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Dakota Fanning's bad.
Did you watch this?
No.
Sucks. Damn it.
You're gonna
No-
watch it anyway, right?
No amount of Dakota Fanning will help.
Have I saw?
Did you like Abigail?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't watch Abigail.
Well, that was kind of a
wanted to
letdown for you.
I just saw it. I actually, this is the first time it ever happened. I was sponsored by the movie Abigail.
What?
What? Really? I really like it.
Promote it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I really like
And
it.
you didn't watch it?
Yeah.
No, because it was like in America only.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
And I was promoting like to buy tickets. Yeah.
No, it's always funny because you watch like almost every horror movie that comes out and kind of watches basically every film that comes out in cinemas
Yeah.
in Japan at least.
Yeah.
And sometimes Connor will just talk about this random film he saw in the podcast and he's like, yeah, this sucked. And then I will hear from you that you're like, oh, I really like that horror film.
Fuck,
Like
that was
I remember
fun.
what was that one film where it was just like this? It was a horror film and this streamer was being replaced by like AI.
Fuck you. He's talking about Cam.
Cam,
We've had
Cam.
discussions about
I
it.
thought Cam was bad.
I think it's a good analogy. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna go into it because you're not gonna. It's a good analogy.
It's
I know
bad.
sometimes cam girls could be like. It feels like.
No, it was not streamers. It was Cam girls.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cam Girl, sorry.
Can you type it in,
Yeah.
Cam?
Cam.
Maybe.
Cam.
Okay. Also, like, I will recognize that. Like, I cannot. Like, and obviously, like, I feel like I'm a empathetic person, but it's really hard to put myself in the shoes of a Cam girl.
I think like yeah.
Fair enough.
Like, I
Yeah.
just like, and like, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good.
I will say it doesn't like remain memorable,
No.
but it's like it's a little thinker. It's a good like expression of cam girlism.
You think so?
I think so.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to know then your opinion because I recently watched it and I absolutely fucking despised it. What do you think of long legs?
Nobody likes long legs. Let's be
No, no,
honest,
but
Joe.
here's the thing. IMDb is like the most ADHD shit I've ever seen.
I know. That's why, honestly, I stopped believing in IMDb because of that.
What,
Because
6.5? Rotten Tomatoes, 88%.
Yeah,
as well.
88%.
This,
on
this is a
Rotten
movie
Tomatoes.
where it's either you think it's the worst piece of like fiction
It
you've,
is.
that's ever been written, which I agree with. It's terrible. Or people are like, this is the modern day Silence of the Lambs.
So what is?
no, fuck. Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh.
You watched this in America, remember?
Yeah. Oh, I thought that's right. I watched it with my brother. Okay, so
Yeah.
essentially, it's about like this girl. The beginning was so good too. It actually
Yeah.
was. It's like this girl, this lady.
in pursuit of a serial killer, an FBI agent uncovers a series of occult clues
Yeah.
that she must
Yeah,
solve.
she has like
and the-
she has like psychic powers or
Yeah,
some shit,
and then
right?
they put the psychic power bullshit. She's like literally like a cop, and then she was like unveiling like the mysteries
"I just
behind
have psychic
the
powers now."
long legs, who's like a random. We don't know if he's real or if he's fake. Serial killer that's just killing a bunch of people.
Oh.
And then we find out she has psychic powers, and that's how she's able to track him. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's like, then we find out, spoiler alert, he gave her those psychic powers. And then it's like, to be fair, the best part of the movie was not what's his name?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. He's really freaky. Like when he's like in the end and he's like singing a song or something like that as like the
I like Nicolas
monster.
Cage. You know, the problem is sometimes when you're not smart, you can't write smart characters.
No.
Jesus.
And maybe like that's why you're like, how do we solve this crime in a smart way? I just
yeah.
don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
because the entire time I was like, okay, you're an FBI agent with psychic powers, and the FBI people are just like, yeah, okay, that makes
yeah,
sense.
I think they just believed her. It's just
Yeah.
kind of like, well,
It's like, oh, word?
she
All right.
provided no proof. And then they're just like, well, can you solve this? And she's like, I'll try. And then she didn't. They're like, well, are we gonna try again? Like, what?
There's so many questions in this movie. Like, I thought I was losing my mind because
Yeah.
I know so many friends who are like, yo, this movie's fucking awesome. It's like, yeah, I think I saw on like a trailer or something, or maybe like a tagline or whatever. People were legitimately calling it the modern day Silence of the Lambs. Which was so fucking disrespectful.
It really is.
It's-
My God.
It's so bad.
Doing my man
I
Bill.
need you guys to watch this movie to prove that.
I was very close to watching this. 'cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I go to
You
the
need to watch it.
cinema, whenever I go to America, I'll just look at what's
to be
on,
fair,
and
it's
I'll just
shot
watch.
really nicely.
It
Yeah,
really
I
is
mean,
beautifully
shot.
I mean, I thought we were going to watch this together, but you wanted to watch with your
Hey,
family.
I told you.
I know
I
you
told you,
did.
but you
I know
streamed
you
anyway.
did.
Do you
I
count-
know.
Do you count like Alien, like Romulus as a horror movie?
Yeah, I mean it is.
She doesn't like it unless it's like human
horror.
horror. There are so many times.
Alien Romulus is really good.
That like the thing with me and Sydney is I don't like horror movies.
Yeah.
And to Sydney, her definition of what horror is so vastly different to what my definition
Because
of horror is.
sometimes like thrillers aren't horror movies. Do you think they're horror
Half
movies?
the movies we watch, I'm like, honey, is this a horror movie? And she's like, no, it's a thriller. Someone gets fucking stabbed brutally within like the first 5 minutes. And I'm like, honey.
Action films too.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't necessarily think thrillers are horror. Thriller is its own genre.
It can sometimes
Thrillers
straddle
is
the line,
its
though.
own genre,
Yeah.
but
like Seven, the movie. I
no,
would
that's a
say.
thriller.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
count it
right.
as a horror.
Also, that's in cinemas right now in Japan.
Is it actually?
Yeah,
No
it's in cinemas
fucking
right now.
way.
Let's go.
Is there any horror film you want to shout out?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
What's
Well,
like a,
come
re-
on, come
what's like
on,
a
you-
recent horror
Come
film
on,
that
you
like
have
stuck
one.
with
I'm
you?
asking you. I'm trying to like alley oop
Martyrs?
because yes, I fuck okay. I'm trying to like alley oop on like a film.
Is that like the
you-
really fucked up one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martyrs.
But it's a really
Martyrs.
good. Okay, I'm not gonna
Can I
spoil
see it? Can
I've
I see
heard it's like one of the most disturbing movies.
Oh.
And
It
it's
is.
a really good analogy on like what. Okay, I don't want to spoil it though, but it's a really good. I really like.
Okay, so what's the concept of this movie?
So such. But I don't want to because
Is
it's
it
like
a spoiler?
yeah. But I mean, you didn't. You watched just like a
the
synopsis.
2008
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
2000.
Oh,
it's
okay.
French.
Oh,
It's very
so
French.
it's-
I've seen a lot of like breakdowns of this
of it.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I only know about this movie because I watched the spoiler on YouTube because it's way too fucking
Yeah, same.
disturbing for me. And I'm kind of glad I did considering some of the stuff that happens in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the skinning
least
thing?
traumatic
Yeah. Doesn't
French
it go
day.
get like skinned alive or
Oh,
something?
that's a little worse than that. But yeah,
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
Yeah.
Average
It
day in
is.
France.
I love friendship between women.
It is not for the faint of heart.
No, it is-
But it is something that you feel has a pretty.
Yeah, as a pretty
deep message.
It does. Like, okay, it's kind of like. Okay, so I guess one of the things that I like the most about this film is like you don't see from the very beginning where it's gonna go.
Okay.
Like it's not predictable at all. Like after 15 minutes, you're like, wait, what the fuck? And
It's
then
not just torture porn like something
no,
like
yeah, it's not.
Like Hostel or
like
something.
hostel
Yeah.
or something like that.
It's not the only like torture. Okay, well, not maybe not the only torturous thing, but like there's like the big thing is like it had a meaning to it that I'm like after I kind of understood it, I'm like, shit, that kind of not saying I'd do it, but I'd say like it kind of makes sense.
Right. It wasn't
Nah,
just
I
like
mean-
senseless
I
violence.
mean, that's a
Yeah.
good
Right.
story when they are able
Yeah.
to make you
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah.
I get it.
No,
It's
I
hard to watch, but it's like
yeah.
kind of also like
That's the thing. It's like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it. Like that's cool and all, but I ain't watching it.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't have the stomach for this
Nah,
shit.
I'm good,
You know,
dog.
I'm sure the emotions you felt were super fucking.
Yeah.
I watched the YouTube reviews and I was just like, sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'm a pass,
That's
bro.
why. That's why I'm glad that these YouTube synopsis people are
Yeah.
about to be like, Martyrs, explain. Let me just explain the entire plot for
Shout
you.
out
Yeah.
Spooky Rice, the goat.
Yes.
He's the goat. He's the reason why I don't have to watch half this shit.
But I will say, part of why it's so hard to watch for Martyrs is because it shows how far humanity will go for answers on the afterlife.
Okay.
So maybe you guys just aren't intellectual enough.
Did you play mouthwashing?
You know I played mouthwash.
I was asking you. I don't know. If
You
you did.
know I
I
played-
don't know if you did.
I did though.
Oh, it's pretty good. I liked it a lot.
I very much liked it.
It's basically a movie that is just a video game. It's like a 2-hour game where you're on this ship, but it starts off with you playing a character and you purposefully crash the ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then it keeps going between current and previous time.
Wow,
About
it's got really good reviews on
it's
this.
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
It was rated one of the best this year.
Oh,
last
It's
year.
a phenomenal game.
Like,
And
as a
it is
horror.
just a movie. It's a
Right,
movie
right,
that you
right.
kind of click the dialogue and do a couple of things.
Kind of
I
like
think that's
goes.
called the visual novel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's more along the lines of like close to like analog horror.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
see,
so
I
good.
see.
Analog horror, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
The characters are phenomenal.
But I would say that this is more of a psychological horror than.
Yeah.
I love psychological horror is the goat.
It's
of horror.
is the
It is the go.
Yeah,
It is the
I
go
agree.
to me. Like I much prefer
cool.
the psychological horror over just the cheeky slasher film or.
Yeah.
I mean, are slasher films still a thing? I guess they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one just came out called Valentine's Day something. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
I mean, it kind of
It-
came came back with like Terrifier, right? Is that
Yeah.
a slash film?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
That was
the
actually
worst
one
of the
that-
worst slasher
That was
films.
actually
Yeah.
one you
Like,
couldn't finish, right?
No,
Terrifier, the Terrifier.
I didn't like the spleen thing.
Right.
Have you guys watched it?
I
No,
haven't
we
watched
haven't
it.
watched
Hold
it.
on
the
for a
best.
second. Wait, no, I'm not human. I was coming soon. I was like, wait, when was
I was
it
gonna
its
say,
own
I
game?
think that comes out in like March, doesn't it?
I want to
Hope
play
so.
that actually.
That is it's a freaky one.
Yeah.
It's a really fun, like 30 minutes experience.
Bro, when you see them outside your window and you're like, whoa, look
pretty-
at that fucked up guy. And then he comes closer and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I hope the full game is good.
Oh, it will be. If the demo was okay, you know what? I'm not gonna be cocky here.
Would you say you prefer horror games or horror movies?
Games.
Games?
Well,
It's so much more visceral with the game.
yeah,
it's
it
more
is.
scary.
Yeah.
Because you're in it.
That's why I can never handle horror games.
No.
I'm like,
But it's like also there's not many like okay,
You'd like this one, Grant.
yeah.
yeah, I probably would. It looks. I enjoyed mouthwashing because that was a little bit more on the psychological side. I'm kind of realizing I think I like analog horror. Analog horror is something that's like tickles.
It's like little ooh.
Do you know what this is, Joe? Have you seen
Yeah.
this?
I have seen footage of this. Yes. Yeah.
Tickles part of my brain that I'm like, ooh,
that
this
brain
makes me uncomfortable, but I really love it.
Yeah.
So to the audio listeners, we're talking about No, I'm Not Human.
No, I'm not human. I mean, my favorite horror game of all time is probably Soma.
Oh, yeah, I've been
and-
talking about that in Trash Taste.
Yeah, and that's just something that
Have you guys not played Soma?
No.
You guys are missing out.
we should play it on stream.
Yeah,
That's-
that's
Is it good?
oh, it's one of the best of the best.
How long is it?
It's long.
No, it's not that long. It's like 8 hours.
That's not-
What? Then why
I
did
would
it take
try
you
to say.
days to play it?
Because I was
He takes his time.
I was enjoying my time, and also it was I kept getting scared, and then and I was
Dude.
like needing a break. I was like,
Okay, talk about fucking scary games. Bro, Subnautica was terrifying.
holy
I
shit, you
haven't played
played
it yet.
I just
Subnautica,
finished
let's
it.
go.
Like, that was terrifying.
I fucking love that game.
But it's
and
just
that,
like the creatures or what?
It's because you're just like
Just
you
deep
are,
water.
dude. It's like okay, there's a fucking beacon. So you start off in this nice, lovely like under the sea kind of ass area.
Yeah.
Like it's like all tropical. It's
Okay,
nice.
Little Mermaid, let's go.
It's super fun to like live, and then they're like, oh, we have a distress beacon 300 meters away, but it's 200 meters deep, and you haven't gone 200 meters deep yet. And so the deeper you start going, the less light there is from
Yeah.
the surface. It just starts to get dark. It starts to get more dangerous. If things get weirder, like it's
How
fucking
weird?
terrifying.
Like sexy?
yeah,
or-
No, not sexy, Sydney. You know, you
It's
start
like-
off, it looks like that, and you're like, oh, that's nice, and then it gets like,
Yeah.
gets like that, you know, and
But
then
like it's
that
when
just the
you
sea in
it's the
general?
idea of wandering into the unknown, because I don't think this is meant to be a horror game. It's just that
No.
the sea is just fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And this just gives you the example, the experience of just diving through an unknown ocean.
What's
and
that guy doing? Oh, yeah.
and I think the scariest part
So
about
good.
this is that you can't really fight the monsters.
Oh.
right?
some of them.
Some of them. You can unlock some things, but you can't like some of the bigger monsters, there's no way to
Yeah.
there's no way to kill them. You can only just like distract them or fight them off a bit, but you can't actually you are in the closest sense of the word, you are defenseless.
Right.
you know?
Right.
How long is the game?
30 hours.
Yeah, about
Shit.
30 hours.
That's a full game.
It's
Oh, it
really
is.
good.
It's a
It is.
game-ass game.
What's a Leviathan? I've heard people be like, "Oh, it's as scary as a Leviathan in like Subnautica," and I'm like, "Is that just a fish?"
You just you see nothing and you hear noises of like this fucking beast.
Yeah.
And then it like attacks you.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. And you have no idea where it's
Yeah.
coming from.
Yeah, you just
like that.
it's the deep, scary ocean, and then
Get that shit away
and
from
then
me.
you don't know where danger's gonna
It's
come from.
almost scarier when you're in like the thing called the sea moth. That's fucking terrifying being in that because you
Yeah.
feel like you're in this like fucking little tube.
Yeah,
And you just hear these noises from outside. It's absolutely terrifying. So it's got images. And then maybe hopefully you get like some that are like POV. Yeah, like that.
yeah, it's just like this tiny submarine.
Ugh.
Look at that
And,
like,
guy.
you're
And the
fucking
thing
deep.
that's scary about this is when you go deep. So this machine is like designed to go to a certain depth.
Yeah.
But if the machine breaks when you're like thousands of meters down, you are fucked. So it's basically death.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So it's just as scary as just going in without any protection.
Ocean game.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I'll pause.
No, honestly,
good.
it's
It's
one
good.
of the best games I've ever played.
Hello, it's me, Among Us. Just kidding, it's Joey because I'm here to talk to you guys about today's sponsor, Factor. Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fast, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your door. Grocery store. Actually, so interesting with a meal that you will die. Use Factor Box. That's code TRASH at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Back to the episode.
That is just a small part of it because there's also like the crafting part of it, which is very fun. If you like Minecraft or whatever, this is like right up your alley.
No, you know me, I'm a Minecraft.
It's not as bad as Satisfactory. It's a lot more chill.
Yeah.
Satisfactory is fucked.
Yeah.
Fuck is that?
Oh my god.
Don't
That
get him
game?
started.
Yeah, it's just
It's a
it's a
game you
game
was,
where
like,
you have to
obsessed
build
with.
factories and optimize them.
Why would you play that?
Because it's fucking fun, Sydney. Why
Is
would
it?
you watch fucking Cam? Okay. Why would
So did you.
Why, yes, and it was shit, and I regret it. I put like 50 hours into that goddamn factory building game.
And look what it got you. Nothing.
Happiness,
Okay.
optimization.
Sure.
You have to manage like the flow of the efficiency of the machines. So you like have to mine ore, turn it into
Fuck, this beer's
bars,
coming
and
through
then
me.
you have to then make sure that the machines are working at 100% efficiency.
And
'Cause
what
if-
if they're not? Like, what do you do then?
Well, you have to use math
Panic.
to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because like if you're producing, yeah, because you can only ore, you can only mine 200 ore a minute, and maybe your machines they take 30 a minute to smelt. So you need to split the 200 ores per minute
Connor, you got-
into multiple ore machines.
Connor, you're negative riz right now. I'm just
But then once you've made them into bars, you then have to, if you want to make something, you have to split them. It's horrible. Do you know what a manifold is?
No, Connor.
Okay, it's a system in which you can use conveyor belts to maximally load a machine.
Yeah.
So let me show you the manifold. So a manifold is a way.
bring up the 5-hour video to
Can we
explain
watch
it all.
Can we go images? All right. So a manifold.
Bro, you bring up math and I'm not gonna fucking pay it. I'm literally like, yeah.
So if the leftmost pipe can only take 20 cubic meters of water, and we're pumping in 100
This is
cubic
gonna be on the
meters.
test later, Sydney,
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be
pay
on the test.
attention.
20
Each pipe
cubic.
can take 2 big. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to load them all from like the same place. You can load them just from the side.
Okay.
Because this one's gonna get full eventually,
All
and
right.
so it'll all evenly
well, how
fill.
do you know it's gonna get full eventually?
Because it can only the size of it can only fit
20
like
cubic.
20 cubic meters
20
of water
cubic tons?
liters. You know, it's you know. So you gotta. This is really fun to play.
Sounds really fun, yeah. Really excited.
And the horror is that sometimes the machines don't run at 100% efficiency.
Fuck.
And you have to figure it out.
What do you do then?
You have to sometimes just restart.
Shit
the
your
whole machine.
pants.
Are we still
you-
talking about?
I was explaining manifolds to Sydney.
Oh, this is something new. What is?
Don't.
Yes, Scott.
Engineer came back.
I'm glad you asked. It's really a marvel of engineering the manifold.
Manifold. It really is.
Looks like a bunch of valves.
So a manifold is the concept I got where it doesn't matter where you fill like a conveyor from. You could fill them all from one side, and all the pipes will get equal amounts of.
Is this a game or is this a
It's
concept?
it's a concept in the game that you have to use all the time
Oh,
because you have to fill all the machines from conveyor belts evenly. Otherwise, all the machines won't work the same.
Yeah.
So if the small pipes that are being fed into can only take like 20 and you're putting in 100, eventually the small pipe at 20 will fill up and eventually they'll all fill up like cascading.
Yeah.
So they'll all eventually be full and taking the same amount.
Don't follow along with him.
I-
Don't.
You get
don't
it though,
encourage
right?
I get it.
this.
I
It's
get it.
really
I get
cool.
it. I get it.
When you actually see it in real life,
Yeah.
it's fucking cool.
Honey, this is interesting.
This is interesting.
This is interesting.
This is really interesting.
Sydney.
So for
How
every-
satisfying
okay,
is it if you get it
Dude,
right?
it's
That's
so
just that.
satisfying.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Because you have one intake. Because before I was trying to put like 4 and try
Yeah.
to feed them all in at once, like a noob engineer.
Yeah.
Like a level 1 mafia goon.
It's literally that meme of like, the guy in the stadium being like, so manifold.
Mansplaining the manifold.
The girls just don't get it. It's for manifold is for the guys.
It's got man in it.
I don't know, Joey. Is it for the manifolds, man?
For the man.
You
Is
know
it for
what?
you, Joey?
I might be a woman today. In this case. Where's the woman for? Manifold.
Womanfold.
Manifold.
You mentioned math, and I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not listening.
She's like,
You also tweeted about, you're like, when is we getting more Mindhunter?
Yeah, when?
Never.
Why?
Getting
Dude,
more what?
have you ever seen the show Mindhunter?
No.
It's a
really
Netflix
good. It's
show.
really good.
Well, to be fair, it took you quite a long time to watch.
Because I knew I'd love it.
What is it?
Yeah.
It's basically about, unless you want to.
It's like where at the beginning of how the FBI started to realize and like that because it wasn't until pretty recently where they realized that serial killers aren't just like born with something in their mind making
Right,
them.
right.
So they started to be like sometimes it's psychological. So it's like beginning to understand serial killers and like talking with real serial killers.
Oh.
Well, not real. Like they had people that looked exactly like they made them look exactly like them, and that's how they.
It's really good.
It is really good.
Is it like is this like a TV show? Like
Yeah,
fiction?
yeah.
Yeah.
Two
Oh,
se-
yeah,
okay.
So they
It's
did
on-
2
it's on
seasons.
Netflix.
It was very critically acclaimed, very popular.
Oh.
and then it was like more
and-
big mouth.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they, for some reason, they didn't make any more, but it was insanely popular.
Oh.
It's still
Wow, never
really
heard of
good.
this.
Because they basically just learn about, like, it's the first time where they actually, like, instead of just, back in the day, if you had a guy who would just kill a bunch of people, they would just kill him.
Yeah.
Then they're like, hey, maybe we should start, like,
Studying.
asking these guys why they do this.
It's like,
and
hey,
Yeah.
you good?
yeah,
right.
and
What
so
happened
it
to you as a
allowed them
kid?
to, like,
Right,
profile
right.
future, like, serial killers
Oh,
and stuff
cool.
and learn more about
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. So I got to ask, now that we have a girl on this podcast,
Oh my
I
God,
can ask
Finally.
this. I can ask this straight. What do girls find intriguing about true crime? It just
I have a feeling you asked this the last time Sydney
Yeah,
came
I'm pretty
on as
sure
well.
you already asked me this.
did I?
On
Yeah.
there.
4 years ago?
Or
think
has
so.
anything changed in 4 years? Well, just run it through it.
Yeah, just run
Yeah.
it through it.
I mean, I've always had this darkness in me, craving more death.
All
But
right.
no.
You want to talk about it? Or?
Are you okay?
Before you explain, I asked one girl this question as well. 'Cause she was really obsessed with true crime, and I was like, "Why do you like true crime so much?"
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, it's really good because I can prepare myself in case I ever,
Oh, I have heard that.
in case I ever
argument,
come
yes.
across
Yeah.
a serial killer."
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds not true.
I mean, there are definitely things that I'm like, make me more worried. Like, be like, hey, this guy's doing that. Oop, oop. That guy's getting a little too close for comfort, and he's not
Oh.
taking no as an answer.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
Is that why you're into true crime though?
No.
true crime's gotten like really fucking intense.
Yeah, it
on
really,
YouTube
especially in the
lately.
past,
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years. It's
Like,
been like
since this podcast starting and where it is now, true crime content has just changed so much.
Yeah.
And there was also something, as someone, I kind of enjoyed quite a lot of it for a while until I kind of started to feel a bit like, am I a bit weird that I like this,
Yeah.
watching this? But it was kind of comforting in a sense that it used to be like in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s. And then now
Yeah.
I'd watch,
Now
I
it's
watch
like
the-
2 days
I'll watch
ago.
these- I'll literally watch a YouTube video and they'll be like, in January 2025, I'm like, okay, this like feels like it's still ongoing.
the creepiest
Like,
shit. I was
that's
doing,
a little much.
Yeah. I was doing my makeup, and then I was like, oh,
The
I'll just put
perfect place
on-
to watch true
Yeah.
crime.
yeah, I'll just put on this random titled one. And then as I was watching it, they're like, it was in my hometown, literally a few months ago. It was a town next to my hometown. And I was like, and then some of the names they were saying, I'm like, they're neighbors. I'm like, holy shit, I know those people. What the fuck is going on? And then it's just like, okay, now it feels like I had to turn it off because I'm like, I don't like the sound of this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's also part of the reason why you're into true crime, right?
yeah.
Wisconsin, would you say?
Just love murder.
The home of the serial killers, right?
Yeah.
Why do people murder
What-
so much in
yeah.
Wisconsin?
What else is there to do? Right?
Get
Like,
drunk?
well, yeah, that's what we do if we're not murdering people.
Yeah, that's what they do on the weekends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really feel like the boom of like true crime was Making a Murderer. Is that what it was called?
Yeah,
that was
essentially,
when
I
it
think
felt
so.
like true crime became like big.
Yeah.
Because that, do you remember on Netflix when that was like the thing?
Yeah.
I remember when and people started.
Everyone was outraged that he was in prison.
it
or-
was
Oh my God, all over
like
Wisconsin,
it was
it was
like that, and just people started liking documentaries in general. It was just the Netflix documentary.
that started
boom.
it all, right? If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
it
kind of the
did.
big
Yeah.
catalyst for kicking off this whole. Let's go to the town and let's just grab every woman or every person there and be like, just say something about the guy, and
To
we'll
be,
edit.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, like, because it takes place in Wisconsin, and it's like,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
I could have guessed that.
Where else?
Then sometimes I get worried. I'm like, why does it matter that I haven't it? Like, I'll be watching this thing and I'm like, oh, this guy did it. And then in my head, I'm like, why do I care?
Yeah.
Why? Like, I know it's obviously because it's just entertaining. Like, it is just entertaining. Like,
Unfortunately, yeah.
it is. But like in my head, I'm like, it's weird that I'm trying to determine whether I think this guy is guilty or not.
Yeah.
In my head, like,
And
I
at
think
the end of the day, you're watching a documentary which has
so much bias.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it,
So
it will
much
have
bias.
bias
Exactly.
and it will have a storyline because they are selling you on a story, you know, which is
Yeah.
the unfortunate truth of every documentary
And like
out
even
there.
from our own experience with like making videos and stuff, it's so easy to present someone in a way that is favorable. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
equally, it's very easy to present someone as
It's almost
being not so good.
unavoidable at times as well.
And
right?
so when you watch these documentaries, it's almost impossible not to have some form of bias slip in there based on
Yeah.
what they're looking for. Because you can make a Jerry Springer-esque style thing where you go for the most inflammatory stuff and put that in. Or you can go for more of a storytelling thing, but then maybe you're like, this part of the story isn't interesting. But maybe that is the time when that person is talking normally or whatever. And like we're just putting in the times they say unusual stuff and sound bites or little things.
Yeah, like
It's so easy to take something out of context.
there's a big issue, I think, especially in the true crime. Like, first of all, you're unfortunately talking about a story about a real life person, and I think a lot of the times, a lot of true crime YouTubers kind of forget, like, hey, this is a real person.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
like I know there's this one YouTuber who was unfortunately put on her Patreon. Like,
Oh yeah, I saw this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
The autopsy.
Yeah, the autopsy
Autopsy pictures
results
of
and
that
the
little
autopsy
boy.
pictures
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a little boy that was murdered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
autopsy pictures on her,
On her
like a Patreon.
Patreon.
Like, guys, if you want more pictures of dead bodies, go to my Patreon.
and the dad was fighting beforehand to make sure that these pictures were never released.
yeah,
And
which is obvious. Like, why the fuck would you want this released?
yeah, that's fucked.
Like, and also like, I understand that there is like this obsession with like,
Dead.
releasing everything, but like, some things you're like, do we need to release these pictures?
Yeah,
like,
we don't
what
need to
public
know.
yeah, I
good
don't
does
know if
this
I want to
serve?
see a murdered 8-year-old. If I'm okay. That got really dark.
Well, clearly,
take, guys.
well, the problem is, Jay, some people wanted to see that and they went to the
Yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah.
that's so.
Yeah, that's really.
But then
fucked
it's
up.
like, it's concerning that there are people who are in like positions of responsibility or authority that you're like, why did you think it was a good idea to do this?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, that's crazy that there were no alarm bells in your head of like, I should have maybe not done this.
Yeah, maybe this is immoral as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why when she came out with the video, kind of like apologizing, but being like, well, but they gave it to me. Like, this is the true crime community. And it's like, well, do you not see why it's kind of fucked up that you did that though?
Yeah.
It's like sourcing like 4chan or some shit. It's
Yeah.
like you're sourcing from like the devil. Like,
Yeah.
this is not very helpful. Like, don't just take everything.
Yeah. So, I've noticed you've been listening to a lot of less like true crime videos and
Nice
stuff
save, nice save.
recently. So, recently.
Well, what have you noticed I've been watching then?
Oh,
Okay, besides Love and Deep Space.
Well,
nipple
well,
flicking.
Well, we've
I
talked
love my
about
nipple
it's
flicking.
either
actually-
dead bodies
actually,
or
nipple
dead
flicking.
hot bodies.
there are two genders.
There are only two sides.
Let me
Yeah,
just.
in the grand scheme of things, I think I would prefer hearing you flick nipples than, oh, this 8-year-old was stabbed brutally in his home, and here's the 911 call
Her legs
of
were
it.
cut off.
You
Her
know,
arms were cut off.
I will take some gooning material over that any day of the week.
The problem is that true crime also, for me, they always talk so monotone that it's so
Yeah.
easy to fall
Yeah.
asleep to.
The wife woke
Yeah,
up
yeah.
and then she
So-
was dead.
Yeah,
but then-
half of them sound like AI.
You know
Yeah.
what? Okay, whatever because I'm like 50-50. Some days I will sleep to do videos, some days I won't. And if I put on a true crime video, the always thing that fucks me up and I wake up in the middle of it is when they start showing like body cam footage and then there's like police sirens and stuff and it wakes me up.
Well, yeah, that would do that, Connor.
So I'll be like, they'll be like, it's the thing, and I'll go to bed, and then I'll hear like everyone fucking shouting over radios and woo woo woo.
Why would you go to bed to a true crime video anyway? That doesn't make you have fucking nightmares.
No, it doesn't.
I just love to imagine
No.
you just like waking up at 4 in the morning. Like, please get down. It's
So I like, you know, like the volume on your phone. I set it to like I have it in my head. It's always like I set it to 0 and then I do 1, 2, 3. Like,
Yeah.
And then it's super quiet, which is important because I need it to be quiet because I need to be like intently listening. So that the moment I get sleepy, I like stop listening and fall asleep.
Yeah, right.
And then
Meanwhile, I can't fall asleep to anything regarding black holes because apparently Sydney finds that more terrifying.
Well, it's literally like, just so you know, everybody, black holes, we're getting near one. And I'm just
No,
like,
we're
he
not.
likes,
We're
so
not.
he likes black holes. You like boy holes.
it's black holes in a different sense, baby. Let's go sucks everything up.
It's like, yes, this is body cam footage over like some murdered 8-year-old. Meanwhile, here's this cool fucking physics thing and science
Why do you want to fall asleep to anything besides Always Sunny anyway?
because it's too funny. I don't know how you fall asleep to
I
Always
could
Sunny.
not fall asleep.
No.
I could not fall asleep while laughing. I would literally wake up.
She literally, so
I'm gonna go piss.
So
Go
I don't know
piss
if you
now.
guys have things you fall asleep to. So
Yeah.
we take it in turns. I love science videos. Sydney loves falling asleep to Always Sunny, and I fucking hate that shit because I will fall asleep and I'll hear like fucking Danny DeVito going like just popping off or something, and I'll just start laughing. Meanwhile, Sydney turns it on for like a minute, and she's just like.
Something comforting about Donnie DeVito talking about, like, I'm gonna marry that whore. I don't know. And I'm just like, oh, Danny, I'm going to bed now.
Like it's too
Danny
funny.
had a good day. I'm gonna have a good night.
I'm gonna marry that whore.
Like when you put on Always Sunny, number one, it takes me ages to fall asleep because I keep laughing myself before like I can fall asleep.
Yeah.
Number two, I'll wake up randomly when Charlie's like,
You burning trash and it turns into stars.
and then I wake up and then I start laughing again, and it takes me ages to fall asleep.
It's just the best. You fall asleep happy. You're
It's
like, oh
not.
my
I can't.
god,
I can't,
So
man.
silly. What a silly
I think
show.
a comedy movie or like any comedy thing is like the last thing I would listen
Why?
to. Because I have the same problem.
Couldn't be me.
It's,
Could not
I was like,
be.
it's funny.
Do you ever have to put anything on to fall asleep?
Not really. If anything, if something is on, I can't fall asleep.
Oh really?
Fair.
Yeah, like, I'm. I'm the kind of person where it's like I can only focus on one thing at a time, and it's
Yeah.
like if I need to sleep, I'm like I need absolute fucking silence.
I didn't used to be like that. What actually changed me was the US tour. I don't know why, but
really?
when we
the
were on
white noise in the bus.
yeah, when in the white noise at the bus, I remember one of the nights I was watching the science video, the YouTube video, and I was watching it. I don't even remember falling asleep. That's like never happened to me when I'm sober. You
Yeah.
know?
I think I just fall asleep better when I'm focusing on something.
Yeah.
Really?
I think that I get like really tired when I'm listening to something,
Yeah.
and then
It, like,
it really helps me like not think about sleeping because I'm trying to not focus on the fact that I'm trying to fall
Yeah.
asleep.
Because your
Yeah.
body's just like, don't do that.
Yeah, everybody's like, what about that one thing you did in 2014 that was really cringe? Let's talk about it.
Yucky.
For me, it's just like, all right, you got to fall asleep. You don't want to be tired tomorrow, so it just distracts you from
Thinking
your
about
own
sleeping.
like your
Yeah.
own thoughts
Right,
and stuff
right.
like that.
That's so fucked up. Our brains just like, what if you didn't though? Like, what if things get worse?
Yeah, but can I call you out? Can I call you out? over
What have you not
Do
this whole time
it.
I've been sitting here called me out?
I guess this is just me inviting you on so I can call you out.
Wow, intervention.
So Sydney, you said, what have I been watching now that I've stopped watching true crime video? Sydney
Oh God.
will just watch anything. Second monitor. She literally just
God.
finished. Listen to this. She just finished all of Mad Men. Did you watch any of it, honey?
On the
Did you
I
watch?
watched it.
On the second monitor.
Not even second.
You didn't
monitor,
watch it.
phone.
You didn't
phone.
watch it.
She'll
I
be.
didn't like the show very much.
So, Mad Men is a very slow burn.
I
It's a
watched
pretty-
all of it. I know.
You did not watch
No,
I
it.
no,
watched.
no,
I can tell you everything that happens.
You were in its presence. You weren't watching it.
I was paying attention while playing Sandrock. I can fucking know, okay? I know what happens. Every big turnabout, every moment. Nobody should like Donald Draper. He's a piece of shit, sure, okay? It's like, why does every woman in the 1950s want that dick in their fucking mouth? I do not know.
Because he's
And that's
fucking
the
hot. It's John Hamm. He's just attractive.
Okay, listen.
He's like 6 foot and built like a rectangle. He's just hot.
Actually, yeah.
Can you show Mad Men? John Hamm.
He
He's
really
just-
is
he's
built
just-
like a triangle.
He's just amazing. Like he is just like the antithesis of attractive man.
Are you talking about the main character,
Yes.
Don
Yeah.
Draper?
Yes.
He is, yeah.
Oh, Don, my lover.
Oh,
Meow.
yeah, I'd fuck.
Like he's
Who
just
wouldn't fuck
objectively
him?
handsome.
Yeah, he's a good-looking boy.
I'm just saying the ending to Mad Men just pissed me off a little bit, just because it's like,
Why?
but what do you mean? He's like goes to retreat because like, yeah, I am kind of a piece of shit. I'll go get therapy, and then he just like thinks of the world famous commercial for Pepsi or Cola, whatever the fuck, and it's just okay. That's the ending. Is he comes up with another commercial?
I guess. I mean, I just felt like the entire series is them just trying to make you slowly hate him.
I think they were trying to make him a redeemable piece of
No,
shit.
I think they're just trying to make you hate him because he
Don
sucks.
Draper, a hot mess. Thanks, Sue. Anyway,
See, so what do you think about Netflix trying to cater
Oh, I
more
hate this
towards like making series cater towards being able to watch it on the second screen? Since Mad Men's probably one of the best you've watched. You watched all of
Gossip Girl.
no, not Gossip Girl.
I mean,
No,
that is meant
Sex
to be
and the
second.
City.
That is
You
meant
watch-
to be second monitor content.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is second
you watch all of
monitor.
Sex
Before
and the
second monitor
City.
content existed.
Yeah, you watch all of Sex and the City. I don't know what else you've watched recently.
Oh, there's a lot. I don't.
There's just some things you shouldn't watch second monitor though.
Yeah,
It doesn't redeem it. It doesn't
Like
redeem
Better
it,
Call
Connor.
Saul. Would you watch that? Second?
Okay, no, I would never
Okay,
do that.
Good. Just making sure.
I
Like-
would be literally like,
honey,
I really love
Oh,
Bob
no.
Odenkirk, bro. No, I didn't.
honey.
No, I didn't.
Oh no.
No, I didn't.
That doesn't align with my memory.
Sometimes I'd play Stardew and I'd be like looking at the TV. Sometimes.
Okay,
You're not focused on it.
That's called second monitor.
To be fair, she watched Better Call Saul. From what I remember, second monitor, and then it was so good that she had to rewatch
I restarted it.
it. she
that's fair, that's
restarted
fair.
it.
Because
Bob-
we have to admit, when you are second monitoring, something, you are not watching it the same way.
No,
it's just not.
you miss out on all the little details.
You're
I'll
watching
allow
the
it
Cliff Notes
sometimes.
version.
What you get is a like sub notes of like roughly what's happening, but
Yeah.
you aren't actually following the story.
Yeah.
As somebody who does this, and I'm guilty of this, like when a couple of weeks ago I reviewed films that I watched on the plane that I did not watch because I was playing Play the Spire. Like I recognize that maybe some of those movies I would just enjoy differently.
You're
if I-
basically reading the Wikipedia page
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Like it's not actually experiencing it. You're getting all the bold points, but it's not watching.
You're not like immersing yourself
Yeah.
in it.
I'm not in a
What is
movie
that?
theater.
What? You don't have to be in a movie theater to immerse yourself in a piece of media. I don't know. You know, if you don't immerse
I
yourself in
watch
a
movies
piece
at
of
home.
media,
Like, don't do anything else. Just
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
That couldn't be me.
I get annoyed if I'm with someone and they
pull out their
and they
phone.
pull out their
Yeah, I
phone.
hate
and
that
go,
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm like, what's the point of this?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, wait, what do you want? What are you
Yeah.
doing? Come on.
Should we
You're
change
clearly
it?
not
Should we
having
change
fun.
it? Yeah.
Like, are we not watching this? Are you bored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never. I'd be pissy.
So I'm just saying. Maybe instead of always like having something on the second monitor, you should
You should
No.
actually watch
You
it.
should actually watch
No.
it. You should actually watch it.
I'm not doing that.
When I was on the plane, I went to sleep listening to a YouTube video. I woke up and I was 3 hours into the complete history of the Vietnam War.
Damn.
And I was like, shit, woke up speaking Viet.
I know the ending to that one though.
Okay. Oh yeah, what was the end? Oh yeah, this is the thing where you thought America won the Vietnam
I
War.
said it was a tie.
It was not a tie.
Don't put this in. Don't put
Why? Why? This is.
No, we're
we've
keeping
already
this
put
in.
it in an episode before.
Oh shit, we might.
I think
That
that
we
was on the
have.
previous one. Yeah.
I remember like then I learned more about it. I think I was talking to Alex Lee and he's like, I'm from Vietnam. I'm like, did you know America won?
What did he say?
He's like, I don't know if that's true. And I'm like, look it up. And
Well,
he's like, I
So what happened is that they got tired of fighting the Americans, and, then they
they
left,
killed.
and then the North, who just took over the South.
I don't know, man.
No, they did.
I don't think that
that's
is
what,
it.
they,
Well,
that's what they
what-
tell you.
What I
That's
want
why
to
it's
know.
not called Saigon anymore.
I don't know, man.
It's called Ho Chi Minh.
What I want to know is,
Okay.
how did this get taught to you in school?
Oh, we just like it was always very brushed over. It was very much like it was a tie. Don't bring it up again. And I'm like, okay, Slay Queen.
It's like, yeah, we're fucking badass. Let's
They're
go.
like, America's never lost a war, so. And I'm like, oh shit, let's go. Like,
Country rules.
okay,
God damn it.
keep it coming. W all around, America.
Let's get this next W, boys.
I mean, that's partly why when we first met, I'm like, America's the best country in the whole fucking world. I don't even know why you're joking that it's not. That's actually
Oh, yeah.
But
very
so
insulting.
you like when you're growing up in America, do they just teach you like, yeah, America is the best thing in the world?
Well, I would say that it's definitely not all of America, but coming from a small
Midwest,
town,
yeah. Yeah.
Midwest. I remember the first time going to the Midwest, and you definitely just feel that energy.
Right.
And you have changed a lot since we first met, but I don't know if
been
I've told
11
this story
years.
before.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. It was like the first month that we were dating
When I moved to
when
England.
you went to England, and she asked me, and I asked her, do you think America is the greatest country in the world? And she's like,
Why would you?
fuck yeah! She's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah. And
I
I
don't
just,
think I know. That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I said. Is what I said.
It was that. It was a very confident answer, and I just like, I just went, and she's like, what?
What,
You
think
got a problem
you're
with that?
fucking
You got a problem
Then
with
why
that?
did you marry dated an American? You son
And
of a
I
bitch.
was like, I didn't say that. I was like,
But you think
there
it
are
better?
pros
Was
and
there-
cons to every country in the world.
Was there a moment that made you think like, oh, maybe like there are problems with America? Like,
It was definitely actually like I think it was about the second or third year I stopped living in America because I haven't lived there in like 11 years now. And I think I was just like I realized that the pressure of like politics was off of me because everywhere in America, no matter where you are, it's so very much like the pressure of having to pick something politically is
Yeah.
everywhere. It's schools and like banks and everywhere, and it's just
as well like the Pledge of Allegiance and that kind of stuff is crazy to anyone not from America.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's illegal not to.
Yeah, I know it's crazy though.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's illegal?
Yeah, the school.
Well, I
you're
don't-
allowed.
That might not be right. It might not be illegal.
No, it is illegal.
maybe it feels illegal.
No, it is illegal.
Okay, let's Google it.
Google it.
Google it.
Is the Pledge of Allegiance illegal to not do? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
Google it.
I always thought it was like heavily frowned upon.
Wait, so if you're
Oh
in
my
like
God, that
morning,
burn. Jesus.
so if you're in like morning, like fucking, I don't know what you guys call it.
Yeah, that's a
in the
moment of
morning.
silence. Yeah.
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 And if someone doesn't do it, then you just whoop,
It's like, get the fuck.
get in the car.
No,
person wouldn't
schools
do it?
cannot force you to do it. It is legal to not.
it might feel illegal from where
I
you're
was
from.
told where I grew up that it's illegal not to.
I fucking knew it.
they lie
I
a lot.
knew it.
They lie a
Like
lot.
Sydney will just say this story about some shit that her teacher said, and I'm like, that's just a straight up lie.
Why would she lie to me?
What?
Why would
What?
they lie?
I'm like, what is going on in
What?
small
Is
town
it the same
fucking
teacher
schools?
that told you that you guys won the Vietnam War?
Separate
I mean,
ones.
like it was like the same for me, but like in my school, because it's a school in Wales, so it's very Christian. It wasn't a Christian school.
Yeah.
It was just a public school, but 3 times a day we would pray.
Right.
Yeah.
Every so we'd finish our like thing, and then we'd be like, thank you to God for the dessert, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
before we got to go on our lunch break, we had to pray. And before we leave, we had to pray.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That feels illegal. That feels illegal.
No, but they didn't make you do it. They
Oh.
but like when you're a kid,
Yeah.
they don't need to make you do it.
Yeah.
You just need to be around everyone else who is doing it,
Yeah.
and you will feel like
You're
you
like,
have.
I don't want to be out.
Yeah. So when I was like 16, I was like, wait, I'm not religious. I don't believe in God. Do I have to pray? Like, I don't really want to do this anymore. And then I didn't do it. And I looked around, and there's like 3 other kids that weren't doing it. And I was like,
So random that your school would
Okay.
just be like, okay, we're gonna pray, guys. We're gonna pray right now.
We gotta pray.
well, it's just because, like, I guess Wales is a very, like, Christian country in general. And not that they required it, but when everyone does something, you just, I imagine it's like Pledge of Allegiance, same kind of vibe where it's like, everyone is just doing it. So you kind of feel like, I'll do it. It's not a big deal.
I wonder what the history behind Pledge of Allegiance is. It's
really-
like,
yeah.
fuck Britain. Let's go, guys. Let's ride it out. Let's go.
We're the goats.
We're the fucking
Let's
goats. Fuck you,
go.
England.
Fuck your team.
And it's still not to say, I don't like, I think that when we have this discussion, it's
Yeah.
like we're trying to dunk on America, be like, it's not a great country. It's like, I just think claiming you're the greatest country on earth,
Yeah.
it's
That-
like
I don't think
it's
any
an
country-
impossible,
that
it's an
was-
impossible
Yeah, I
thing
don't
to
think any
do.
country can claim that.
It's very, very hard to claim
Except maybe like
any
Norway,
country.
they're pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
kidding,
very hard.
I'm kidding,
I'm sure even Norwegians
I know,
would be
I know.
like,
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I wonder where, like, who was the first person to start? Was it after the war that it just became like, yeah, fuck you, England, try to be better than everybody else, stop invading us. Anyway,
Maybe.
Well, it's funny. I have this.
beer hitting.
the beer is
I have
hitting.
this. I have this Japanese friend who they've. I spoke to you a little bit about. I don't know how it came out. We started to be about history, and then every like few months they'll message me and they'll be like, Sasuga Igiri Sujin. And then they'll send me a new Wikipedia page to another thing that we called. And then they said, Sasuga Igiri.
It is pretty impressive how
kind
many
of-
things we fucked up.
It's
For
pretty
such a small country.
It is pretty fun talking to a Japanese person where they're just like everything. You guys always started everything, huh? It always comes back to you.
Well, it's
Always
because-
comes back to
It's
you.
because like barely any of it, like what they learn in school with like world history doesn't even fucking scratch the surface.
No.
Yeah.
and then
know.
also,
It's like all the major ones,
lie
it's like
about a
World
lot of
War
stuff
One,
too.
World War Two, Vietnam, and
In
then
Japan, yeah.
yeah, they also
yeah.
lie
They do
about a lot
lie,
of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna go piss, girl.
okay.
You go pee.
I don't think history is like a big thing in Japan. I don't think people care about history at all. Like I feel like out of like the subjects that you would like in school, I feel like history is not a
Well,
popular.
especially world history because
Oh,
like
yeah.
Japan already has so much history that they have to learn, which
Yeah.
they obviously
Yeah.
prioritize. That like I think like world history in high school is like a selective study.
Yeah.
I
that
mean,
you can
even
do.
I didn't learn too much world history.
Yeah.
Mainly in UK, it's like here's World War II, and here's the major kings that existed back in all our history.
I did
Yeah, but at
history,
least-
and I remember we did China, like
You did China?
like Mao's China.
Oh
We
shit!
did 1950s civil rights America, and we did World War II.
See, that's fascinating
We
because
did
like,
not do that.
We didn't do that at all. Like we
No.
were like, oh, let's learn about Australian history. It's like, oh, what did we do? It's like, well, we killed the natives and fucking started weird politics. It's like sick, awesome. 250
Yeah.
A
years.
British person's like, first time.
We learned from the best.
Sorry, I know we're laughing at this, but it's a pretty
Yeah.
like being British and having to read your history is pretty sobering. 'Cause you're like, wow,
Yeah.
we did it again.
I in my history class, I didn't learn all of like the fucking fucked up things.
Oh no, we never learn the fucked up things. Because why would you? Why you know?
Yeah, yeah,
there's
yeah.
there's
fucked
no
up.
pressure
For us, it was like,
Learn that.
so we had beef against the French. they came here. We fought them off. We invaded them. They invaded us.
Yeah.
And then World War II. And aside from that, it was like Roman and Greek history as well. We learned quite a lot of. So I barely learned anything about like American, like what happened with America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
China as well.
The most you'll learn is maybe like the Civil War, but like other than that, it's like
Well, we learned about like civil rights.
Oh, really?
and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was that we learned like, oh my god, they did this. What the fuck?
Man, we talked about so many things. It feels like, how do you guys do it every day?
Fuck, I don't know. It's crazy because I'll stream for 15 hours and it won't feel as tiring
No.
as doing Trash Taste. I
Because
don't
you
know
gotta
why.
think of topics all the time.
Yeah, I think because we're like, it's like we're actively like constantly trying to bounce off each other.
Yeah.
well, you're not talking for 2 hours straight on stream. So.
No, I'm also playing games as well, which
And
is
it's
so
like
much
able to
easier.
like, you look at stuff and it's just
Yeah, I
like,
can take a break, but I feel like Trash Taste is like we're locked in for 2 hours and it's really tiring.
What is this?
Are we talking about trash taste? Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, stream is just like pretty chill. I feel compared to like 2 hours of like intense conversation.
how do you like streaming? How is it?
I like
compared to
it.
making YouTube videos.
Okay, the difference between bless you, in making YouTube videos is sometimes it's like I'll put like my whole entire heart into it. Like sometimes it'll be about a topic I love. I put a lot of effort into it, and sometimes it like flops, and then it just makes me depressed. And then I'm just like, okay. And then it makes you go through that, that typical YouTuber existential crisis of what's it all for? I'm putting my heart in my sleeve, and then for what?
We've all been there.
Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, it's not always about the views, of course, but if it's your job, you have to care a little bit about it.
It's irresponsible not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's your livelihood.
People are like, who cares? Just do it because you love it. It's like, well, also I'm trying to live.
I gotta pay taxes, bro.
Also, like, if you presumably have staff, you're paying for people's. You can't just be blasé. about it.
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
have to care. Like, and everyone thinks it's so cool not to care about that stuff. And it's like you just have to care.
You have
Yeah.
to. And it's like if you're able to be in a position where it's like you make enough money or you have made enough money that you don't care, like, okay, cool, good for you. But it's like most people aren't like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it's why it's like, so I started doing streaming to kind of just like, I don't know, fill the gap of being like, ooh, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I'm feeling so. And then I realized like, okay, I kind of like it. And then so then I started playing horror games because I don't really like playing horror games alone because it's scary. And I'm just like, so I do it on stream because it just felt fun with everybody else, especially. Sometimes it's scary because sometimes when you're in the middle of a game and you're like doing something, you feel like you say things and you're like, wow, I hope nobody heard that. But then you're on stream, so a lot of people heard that.
So everybody knows.
But
And they'll clip it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's when streaming got really fun for me when I truly felt comfortable just being on the camera the whole time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's when it takes a while to get comfortable with that because it's such an unnatural thing to feel like you're being watched. But then to get comfortable with like, almost like, yeah, I guess it just sounds crazy when I'm saying that. Just get comfortable being watched or doing something.
Girl.
Yeah. it's
Watching you piss, girl.
or Love and Deep Space, watching them, I guess, like strangle you.
Touch
or
slime.
Yeah.
Literally, that's just my everyday
I
Friday.
mean, I will say there are certain games I enjoy playing on stream and certain games I still enjoy. I think you have to like, it's almost like a type of game that works well for streaming. Because
I can tell you what games don't work well for stream. Satisfactory.
But I did it anyway.
Nobody that was close to bringing that up again. You brought it up on
bring it
your
up.
own.
Worst view count I had for months.
I mean, there are some things where I'm like, I'm glad that I don't have to be like reacting or entertaining towards this certain thing. Like I've been playing Metaphor a lot recently, and I don't think I would just enjoy it as much if
That's the reason why I don't stream games, because all the games I love are the worst games to play on stream.
RPGs are really hard to stream.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's just why the only way I will stream them is if I do a marathon, because it's almost more about the marathon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because like when you play an RPG, the problem is that if you want to play it in a reasonable amount, like a reasonable sitting, like let's say even then, like 6 hours a day is a lot to play a game, right? But for an RPG, you've done nothing. So we're talking like what, like maybe a small RPG is what, 6 sittings of 6 hours. Every single time you stream that game afterwards, not everyone is going to be available at the same time. A lot of people are going to come in on day 3, see what you're playing, not know the game, be confused, and leave. So they're terrible to stream.
Yeah.
Unless you go through it like a marathon, because then people are almost watching to watch, like, oh my God, what's his energy like 20 hours in? Or like, there's a different aspect to it. And people who know the game can also enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like Fear and Grung Grung.
Fear and hunger?
Yeah.
Well, that's, yeah.
Fear and Grung Grung, bitch.
looks like torture.
How long did you stream it for? You did it in
21 hours.
in one go.
I slept for 5.
I told her it would take 12.
Well, that's because you had help, I found out.
No.
Chat said that you had somebody helping you throughout the whole thing.
That was when I did the S ending runs.
How did you do in 12? What ending did you get for 12 hours?
Like the normal ending where you become God.
Oh, yeah, that was me after 19.
I got it in 8, but I gave you 12 because I thought it would take you longer.
Yeah, well, just a little bit more than you.
And then I watched her stream, right? Okay. And so Fear and Hunger, I've talked about it a million times. There is no reward for fighting anyone.
Yeah.
Literally no reward. They don't drop items.
Survival.
They don't drop items. They do not drop XP. You can easily walk past everything. The game actively punishes you for fighting everyone. Sure enough, I tuned to Sydney's stream 12 hours
I
in.
missed 5 fucking messenger calls.
Every single enemy Sydney is running into and fighting. And she's like, why am I dying? not figured out that you are getting no reward for fighting these guys.
I forgot you could talk to them.
You literally don't talk to them. Just
Don't
ignore them.
interact.
Yeah,
Well,
just
but
think-
sometimes they see you and they come at you. Well, not you. Okay, you can't do
If they
everything.
come at you, I don't talk to people who come at me. I run the fuck away.
But escape is not easy.
Oh my god.
And to be fair, it's like some of the bosses. I mean, yeah, okay, like you could have used the scrolls for it or whatever. But it's also like that's too easy.
Yeah, I remember she comes to me and she's like, I just got 5 missed calls from Connor.
What? Like 5 on Discord, and then there was 3 on Messenger.
Bro, she was. You were absolutely. Fucking struggling, and I couldn't watch anymore. And I was calling you up, and I was gonna like walk you through. It was one of the boss where like you have to fight this brain, but the brain, if you talk to it, which isn't rare that it works in this game, it has a talk button, and it almost like in Undertale, it's like, oh my god, if I talk to them, I can actually. Everyone can talk to.
Yeah, yeah.
And in this game, like, you dumb fuck. Why did you try and talk to the guy with the sword? Why the fuck did you try and talk to
One
him?
time it
And
worked.
then he chops you down. And then there's like three enemies out of all of them where you can actually talk to and get a positive outcome. And one of them is this boss where
One of them worked.
it will give you like a quiz. And then if you get the answer right, it like 4 times in a row, it just fucking dies. And I was trying to call Sydney and be like, stop fighting this brain. It is a sponge.
I don't think that's true.
Meanwhile, it's like tearing off all her limbs, killing her. And then she's like, all right, run it back. And I'm like, oh, no.
To be fair, I only died 35 times. Honestly, that's actually pretty good. I heard.
I mean, you did better than me. You actually beat the game.
Yeah, you got further than
whatever.
either of us have.
Yeah. I played for an hour and I'm like, I'm never fucking touching this game again.
I'll never forget the guy who did the run through, or he's like famous for knowing fear and hunger. He helped me in the chat. And he's like, you're quite special, aren't you? I'm like, what the fuck? Don't put that in. When he said that, I was literally like, what? What do you mean? And he just left.
I'm going to start doing that in people's chats. You're quite special, aren't you?
You're special, aren't you?
When he said that, I'm like, what the fuck? It's because I couldn't get the quiz. I didn't like the one where you had to keep going back in time and then you had to put them in certain order.
Which one?
Like the one where you had to go back to like, you would like press the thing that'd go in the sky and then you'd be back in time and you had to do like that puzzle. We had to put like the statues in a certain order.
I'll be honest. I've put like 50 hours into that game. I've never learned how to do that puzzle legit. I've just always looked at the you have to like press these statues and they do JoJo poses.
Yeah.
And you just have to like put them like 5 statues in the right poses. I do not know how to solve
Is
this.
it literally
normally.
just trial and error? Maybe.
No.
It probably isn't
if you
trial
fuck
and
up
error.
once though, you have to restart the game.
Oh,
And it's like,
no.
that one, yeah?
Wait.
this puzzle is
Wait,
bogus.
why were you doing that one? That's how you meet Jesus. Why were you doing that one?
They said that.
Out of context, this sounds so fucking wild.
So there's
I didn't know that.
What if I want to meet Jesus?
So there's
Yeah,
a,
what
there's
if
a
I want-
god in this world called All-Mare who is basically a like stand-in for Jesus,
Yeah.
and his corpse is in the
Yeah.
bottom of the dungeon. And if you solve that puzzle, it's absolutely not necessary for the game.
I didn't know that until they're like, you have to do it. I'm like, okay, shit.
Don't
And it took me
fucking-
2 hours and I did it.
This is how
like,
people
what?
feel when people talk about JoJo. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
like what?
You meet Jesus
what
and,
on
and it's the good ending.
When I
Yeah,
found
yeah.
out there's no items either, by the way, if you do this. Sorry. No,
There's items,
there's not.
loads
With
of items.
Jesus?
What do you mean with Jesus?
When you do that, I mean, there's items when you solve this puzzle.
What do you mean Jesus doesn't give
what,
you
do you
items?
get? Wait, what do you get?
Nothing.
Um,
You see Jesus in the bottom.
Well, actually, if you talk to the there's like a stand-in character for basically guts.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like implied that he kind of because he's like a treasure hunter kind of guy, and he gives you a map. And
Is
if you
that the guy who got the prostitute pregnant?
no, that's the mercenary. Sorry. So there is one purpose to this dungeon, and it is that if you talk to this one guy and you either kill him or pay him for maps, he'll tell you there's a treasure. You can go here, and then when you get the treasure, you get 2 spells. One of them is to walk on water. The other one is to turn water into wine.
I really want someone to take this conversation out of context and, just not say it's about a game.
actually very value, and you can turn 1 bread into 3 bread.
Fuck.
Oh shit!
So
Give me that
the
power.
fear,
Yeah,
the
bro.
hunger mechanic, and the fear mechanic you can negate by becoming Jesus, basically, in the game, which is very OP.
Sick.
And it basically makes the game super easy from that point.
Who would have thought being Jesus was?
Well,
OP?
I didn't get the maps.
Yeah, well, look, Sydney, you're special, okay? I don't know what to tell you.
I will never forget. I was like, I literally had to pause the game. Like, this motherfucker just called me special and left, bro.
But it's a great game, though.
It is. Well, that's okay.
No, that's okay.
It's all right.
I mean, it's all right.
I mean, it's okay.
I wouldn't
It's
write home
okay.
about
So
it.
what else has changed in 4 years? Any other big life changes since you've been on last time?
Got married. What?
Oh, yeah? That was
What?
fun.
Yeah.
That was all right.
That was fun.
That was fine.
That was fine. It's been what, 2 years now?
It's almost
That's
3.
crazy.
It's
Almost 3, actually, but
almost
okay.
3 years.
Fuck.
Since that happened.
What about you guys, huh? What's new with you, huh?
Same shit.
No, man,
Same
just
shit.
existing.
Playing video games.
Yeah, just chilling.
I mean, since the last time I did it, I don't even think you were streaming at that point, Connor.
No,
No, I
Connor,
wasn't.
Connor
I
became a
was- I
streamer
hadn't started
like
streaming at that
what,
point, yeah.
2
And Joey didn't
years
start
in?
his shirt brand yet.
Yeah. I only exclusively sell shirts. You know that? Only shirts.
I think that was probably around the time I would have maybe been close to getting into it, I think.
I think so.
Probably around.
No, because I remember a lot of like early Trash Taste clips. We talk about, yo, this streaming thing is weird.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Like IRL streaming, how do people do it? I don't get
This
it.
is like,
Yeah.
I think I got into streaming as the streaming boom kind of started as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
where it, like really kind of blew up. I'm kind of the reason why.
Do you think you've changed a lot in 4 years since you moved to Japan?
Not really, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, almost 30 now.
Congrats.
Dirty 30.
join the
Fuck
club.
you.
Congrats.
Join the
Cheers to
club.
that.
Cheers to that. I've become more cynical, I think.
I mean, that's just normal.
Yeah.
That's just because you've been with God.
You know how to appreciate oh my god. When she first moved to England, because small town, American girl, whatever, she was just like, one day she was just like really missing some food. And I was like, honey, what do you want? She's like, I just want an IHOP so bad.
I would kill.
And I'm like, now looking back, I'm like, IHOP? Really? Out of everything?
My taste has been more refined.
You've
out
missed
of
mid.
everything, you wish for IHOP?
Now I want Yuba.
What?
What?
I love Yuba.
The fuck is Yuba?
Tofu skin.
What?
I mean, Yuba fucking slaps.
Wait, what is
It
it? Okay,
does.
wait, can you do a Yuba? What the fuck is? I've never heard of.
Yuba is literally when they make tofu, it's the skin that rises to the top.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
So they take all of
Oh,
that,
it's this.
and it's basically tofu skin.
Yeah.
It's really fucking good.
I like the fried tofu. What's that called again?
Agedashi
Okay.
tofu.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Agedashi tofu is really good too. But Yuba is really fucking good.
Yeah, I fuck with
This
it.
is
Yeah.
this is the pinnacle. Of
Oh,
Yeah,
this
this is
is
the pinnacle of
fucking
tofu.
great.
Yeah, for
the
sure.
little like crispy skin on
Yeah,
the
those
on
are-
the outside. And
Yeah.
the
Nah, but
soft-
Yuba with some like wasabi shoyu.
That's good.
Fire.
The yakitori place I really like. He does yakitori tofu, like that tofu. Where
Oh,
he
really?
grills it and then he puts dashi and bonito flakes on it.
I want that.
Crunch, phenomenal.
Hell
What the
yeah.
fuck? What place are you talking about?
I haven't taken you there.
Well, where is it?
I'll tell
Oh
you.
no, but is this part gonna be in the show?
Yeah,
We're live on television right now.
he's my guy, bro. I don't, dude. He's
I
my
want
guy.
to. Though, what's going on there?
Ain't
And
no way there are places that are not America.
I just feels like the rest of the Western world. What the fuck is? But then it's like, first of all, it's gray as shit. London, people were mean. I was surprised that people were like, "Oh, British people are so polite." Not in London. They're fucking
Well,
mean.
we don't
I mean, first of
claim-
all, I don't know who told you that, but that's a lie.
that is London people are not nice.
No.
I will agree with that.
They'll like fucking kill you if you don't have your Oyster card out within 0.1
Yeah.
seconds of
Yeah.
tapping the machine.
You stand on the wrong side of
They're
the
like, "Get
escalator.
out of the way, you cunt," and I'm
they
like,
will commit manslaughter.
yeah.
And the horrible thing is, when I lived in London, I noticed myself turning into one of those people.
Yeah.
Like you get off the tube and there'll be someone just standing in the middle of like the platform.
15 suitcases. You're like, fucking.
Yeah.
fine.
And I was like, I don't like the person I'm turning into.
Yeah. But either way, when I was like just left and I was like, I'm getting used to because I went to university there, and then I'm like, oh shit, I don't even like university here. Because I went to a really weird university called Birkbeck. It's in the center of London.
Back. The fuck? Where'd you find this, Timu?
It's a university that accepted basically anyone, and that's how I got
We
in.
type in Burback University.
It's like Birk, like Birkbeck.
I mean, if you type it in
Oh,
wrong, I'm sure.
Birkbeck.
Yeah, London.
Birkbeck University of
England.
London.
Fuck, I've never heard of
And it's a night school. I didn't know
What the
that.
fuck?
Right.
When I applied. Until I went to the school, I didn't know it was a night
Is
school.
Birkbeck a reputable university? Okay,
World
sure.
leading
Okay,
and
that doesn't really answer the
internationally
question.
excellent. Okay.
Well, let
I
me
know
hear.
every
But
Not
I
to be whatever. I mean, just never heard of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unusual because it's like in the center and it's kind of like one or two big buildings, and it was a night school really mostly,
Oh.
and I did not know that until I went. But
what course did you do?
guess
American history.
I did Japanese, man.
Let's go.
To be fair, that's how I learned how to read in katakana and hiragana, and then the rest I was just like, I passed my N6.
I'm basically Japanese now.
But I just couldn't get used to like living in England, and so I hated it.
Right.
And then I dropped out after a year. But
Damn.
and then I just was like, oh, I want to start doing like YouTube, and so we're like, oh, I guess let's just move to Thailand, and then from then on, life began.
Hell yeah.
And
Do you like
I,
Thailand more than the UK?
I did.
Why past it?
No, I do. I mean, I like England a lot now that I grew up and sort of like, hey, things are just different. You know, it's like, and I like most countries for different reasons
Right.
besides France. But and that's not just because they're French. Not anymore.
Well, to be fair, it's not all of France. It's literally just Paris.
Yeah, just Paris.
It's
The rest of France is quite nice.
yeah. Well, you've not been to the rest of France.
No, I can't judge. Like,
Rest of France, Nice is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. It's the one time I would defend France when I'm like, okay, Paris, we can clown
even
on.
outside of Paris, they don't claim the Parisians. Same with London as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's like someone judging England from London, which is.
I mean, I would even say London is a million times better, like than Paris.
I mean, I agree with that.
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
Like
yeah,
it's just like it's not even. It's just like they're a lot of Londoners aren't exactly all that polite, but in France they're literally like it feels like they're just trying to attack you all the time, like be like "fuck you, bitch." I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
just
no, I
walking.
feel that.
It's
I
probably
felt
because
that.
you don't speak French.
Well,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's like
But
if you
even
don't
if I
speak
did,
French,
they'd be like, "Why you fat?" like
What?
shit or something. I don't know. I'm guessing. It seems like a lot of French people.
Are you projecting here?
I'm talking because like a lot of French people are like, "Well, if you smoke cigarettes, you'll be thin," and I'm like,
Okay, who's told you that?
French people.
I don't believe you. I don't. No,
A lot of wine and cigarettes. will
there
do
is
the
like
trick.
15 other reasons why they would tell you to smoke cigarettes. That would be
Yeah.
number 16.
For reason number one, you live in Paris.
You're in France. Smoke.
No, I 100% agree. Like, I'm not a huge fan of London either, but my god, it's so much better than Paris.
Yeah.
Paris just
I
fucking,
just feel like-
which is why I want to actually go to the rest of France.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I've only ever experienced Paris. I'm like, I've heard good things about not Paris.
Go to a chateau.
yeah, just anywhere
go to
that's not
Bordeaux.
fucking Paris. you
Yeah.
know?
Don't feel like you get stabbed like
Yeah.
walking
Well,
around.
I almost got
You-
pickpocketed twice in Paris.
when
like-
you were in England, would you say that London was your least favorite place, or in comparison?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been to a lot of places in England, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like when Chris took me to like the countryside of England, I was like, oh, this is actually like kind of nice. And London was just, I don't know. London just seems too much like Australia in a lot of aspects. So I'm just like,
I think so too.
it's
yeah.
nothing new
Well,
to me.
that's why when I went to Sydney, I thought,
really
damn, this
freaked
is
out.
just like
Yeah, they
London
copied us.
2.0.
They copied
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
it's like
literally.
London, but way better.
I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, it is nicer.
It is nicer. People are happier, which
Yeah.
is the biggest thing. But it was like when I saw like the pubs, I was like, oh, this is like London. It was when I saw the fucking chicken shops, I was like,
You sons of bitches.
yo, what the fuck? You got the chicken shops
Fuck yeah,
here?
we do.
Boss man went all the way to Australia as well? Ain't no
Hell
way.
yeah, dude.
Ain't no way.
Yeah. So I think maybe that's why I'm not a huge fan of London personally. But
Yeah.
the rest of England, I quite enjoy. Yeah, it's nice.
Like, where did he take you in the countryside?
He took me to like around like Bath and like around there. Yeah. We didn't go to Bath, but it was kind of around there. Like,
really
what is it?
fab-
Salisbury?
affluent.
Is
Yeah.
that the
Salisbury.
Yeah.
Oh, Salisbury.
Like, around
oh, did
there.
you see Stonehenge
I did see Stonehenge.
from a distance?
Shit was whack.
yeah,
Stonehenge fucking sucks.
It's
at that.
Shit.
That
like
rock
like
with the
like
face.
the looking at Stonehenge on the highway and being like, oh look, there's Stonehenge is the exact same experience as actually going up to it.
Yeah.
Because it was also after like, you know, the whole thing of like where they like there was like the vandalism incident that happened on Stonehenge and
Oh,
they had to
yeah,
like cut off, like you couldn't actually go into Stonehenge.
Yeah.
So it's like you got there after walking God knows how fucking long to
Yeah.
get to it. And then you're like, oh, cool. The closest I can get is like 80 meters away.
Yeah.
It's like sick. There it is over in the distance.
And it's just
Let's
like,
go.
well, it's just a pile of rocks.
Yeah, it's just some rocks. Sick. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, I can say I went,
you can
but
see
yeah.
it. You can see it in Japan as well.
You can
Yeah,
see it,
yeah.
man, if you go to Hokkaido.
They have
Yeah.
like a one-to-one
Yeah.
place. We went.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
mean,
a-
we
and a
went there.
whole-
We went there for the.
You can see
Japan special,
Stonehenge
right?
and the fucking Easter Island heads at the same time.
Stonehenge Cemetery in Sapporo.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's
fuck?
really weird.
It's a cemetery?
And they
Yeah.
have Maui heads.
Yeah.
Easter Island heads, a giant Buddha.
And like
Stonehenge.
The Stonehenge is pretty fucking close to looking
Yeah.
nearly
Is
exactly.
From a
Stonehenge not the
distance,
one-
it looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Is Stonehenge not the one with the faces? Is that not it?
No, that's
No,
the
no,
Easter
that's
Island
the
heads.
Easter Island egg.
Oh, I thought Stonehenge was the face one.
No, the Stonehenge
It's a
is.
circle of stones? Who gives a shit?
Have you not been to Stonehenge?
I looked at it from a distance. I thought it was faces.
No, it's just a pile of rocks.
Well, bullshit. What?
Yeah, yeah. It's,
It's
lit-
literally just a pile of rocks.
and it looks. This looks way too clean. That's how I know it's not the real Stonehenge.
Yeah.
That looks way too
That one you
clean.
can walk right up to.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can walk right up to it.
But imagine those, but if you were looking at it from like fucking 100 meters away.
Yeah.
That's Stonehenge.
Have you guys
Yeah.
ever been to Killarney? I don't know.
Killar-
Sorry, I'm just. Killarney in Ireland.
Like where
Like
the
it's
stone
Christmas in
is?
Killarney, yeah.
Yeah.
With all the
I have been there.
I've been to a lot of Ireland, but not been there.
I've been there.
Did you kiss it?
No, because it was during COVID. And I was like, nah, I do not want to fucking
What
kiss
is
a
this?
stone
Sorry,
and get
what
COVID.
is this? Can I see this?
The Killarney stone is this
Can I-
fucking
can I see it?
stone that's like in this castle.
You had to go under. You had to.
You literally have to you literally have to get like hung over the edge of this
Yeah.
castle wall to kiss this stone that supposedly is like I don't
It
remember.
brings you
fuck-
luck.
Cures-
some
cures
bullshit like
impotentism?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kalani, the area is fucking gorgeous.
Oh my!
though.
It is
Yeah.
so pretty.
Beautiful.
I mean, Ireland is fucking beautiful.
Is
One
it?
of
Yeah.
one of like the most beautiful countries I've
The
ever
Blarney
been to.
stone. Sorry.
Blarney.
It's Christmas in Blarney.
Yeah. It's just this fucking stone.
Ah, jack him off.
You literally hang over the edge of a castle to kiss the stone.
Did you do this?
We both did it. Don't you remember?
I do not remember
We
this.
did it. You know?
There is no photo evidence I did that. I feel like I
No, we
wouldn't
didn't take
do
any
that.
photos of it.
I feel like I wouldn't do that.
I might have been the only one.
I feel like I would remember.
God knows what that stone can hold. All the germs.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glad I went during COVID because I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to actually kiss this fucking thing.
And we got wine afterwards.
I remember that part. I don't remember kissing a stone. You know?
Oh, I kissed it.
I mean, I just kind of went because I was like, oh, we're already there. Might as well go fucking see it. Whatever. But it wasn't, yeah, it was whatever. It was
Yeah,
just a
because
fucking stone.
I remember going to this castle and I remember like going around Ireland and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, Ireland's fucking beautiful. as
so
shit,
beautiful.
man.
You'd love Wales.
No, I wouldn't.
It's,
I
it's
feel
better
like-
than Ireland.
I mean, we
I don't
went to
think so.
Wales.
That looks way better than Ireland. Sorry.
Why are people that saying like,
Ireland,
oh,
it looks
I'm
beautiful. You look beautiful, but Wales?
We went to Wales, though.
No, we did not go to Wales.
Yeah, we went to Cardiff.
Yeah, we went to Cardiff, right?
Is,
Yeah,
Cardiff
that's
is
Wales.
mini
It's-
England.
it's
It's
Car-
not. It is also none of the good parts.
What do you mean? There's like castles in the middle of the city.
That castle is a shit excuse for a castle. It's also a keep.
Oh, my bad.
My bad.
You would see a real castle in Wales. None of this shit. None of this
What's
basic.
a real
Is that not a
castle,
real
Connor?
castle?
That looks like a real
What do you mean
castle
that's
to
not a
me.
real castle?
That's a real fucking
That
That's
is-
a real castle.
That is not a real. Pull up either. I mean, I could just name off a couple. We got Conwy Castle. Do Conwy Castle first. Looks fucking sexy.
Call me Castle.
Conwy.
So call me
C-O-N-Y-W.
Castle.
Y-W. W-I, sorry. W-I. Yeah, there.
Oh, Conwy. Oh, that's
Conwy
actually that's
Castle.
nice.
That's a very sleek castle.
No, yeah, there's still, yeah, look at that. Boom. It's also a castle walls that go around the whole town.
It's giving Italy.
Yeah,
Shittily.
and then go to the aerial shots of it outside. There's like that's how it looks.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And then
That's
you
cool.
can see like the top down view on the left side there. You know, you got that.
It's all right.
Bold of you assume, Connor, that I give a shit about castles.
Just saying.
I've seen better.
Powys Castle, fucking beautiful.
It's all right.
I mean, I'm sure they're
Okay,
beautiful.
one thing. Okay, this reminds me. One thing I've always been curious about is why do Americans have like Renaissance fairs? What-
Renaissance?
Yeah, Renaissance.
Why did you say
fairs.
Renaissance?
Oh, I was talking to someone about this. They were like, why don't you guys do this in the UK? I'm like, it's
Yeah.
kind of like just our old history with
Yeah,
magic
but it's
shit.
fun. It's fun to just dress up and be like, oh my god, ooh, a little
It
fairy.
is a really American thing, isn't it?
It's a really like there are two things that I think when I went to Wisconsin for the first time was just like, whoa, what the fuck is this? One of them was like Renaissance fairs or Renaissance fairs. The other one was like state fairs. Does every state have a fair?
Yeah. Every state has a fair.
What do you do? What's the difference? What do you do at a
Are they-
state
It's
they
fair?
big?
massive.
Are they
Yeah, they're
big?
big.
Oh, the state fair in Wisconsin was fucking massive.
So what is it? Is it like an
there's, like-
amusement park or what?
There's a lot of rides, but there's also like people like small farms trying to sell their produce as well as just
okay.
like this is where people would sell like their beer if they like wanted to get and then they're like it's just like a lot of like live music and drunk people.
Yeah, mainly drunk
Sign me
people.
up.
I'm not gonna lie. State
It's the
fair in
best,
Wisconsin. I
actually.
don't know about the other state fairs, but
Milwaukee State Fair, let's fucking go! I love it.
like Milwaukee State Fair was definitely just a lot of farm animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all, and then you get to see like baby pigs and chicks, and you'd be like, it's very good.
What the fuck was that?
It just looks like it's like a giant amusement
That looks
park.
like freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's freedom, all right.
And the one thing I had to try, which is one of the most disgusting pieces of food I've ever had in my life, is a chocolate bacon.
Chocolate bacon, yeah.
Chocolate bacon. Why is that a thing?
Ew.
I thought you were gonna say corn dogs. I hate.
Are they
corn
gonna say
dogs.
Okay, I
deep-fried
hate, I hate corn dogs as well.
Couldn't be me. I love American dogs.
Yeah, chocolate bacon.
Ew.
This shit.
It does look like poo.
Why do you have to include? Okay, I don't understand America's obsession with bacon. I don't get it. Why?
Has someone not had American bacon?
I have.
I mean,
and it's
I
just
like
whatever.
bacon, but like
Okay, I'll-
chocolate
It's me.
bacon.
This doesn't need to exist.
Yeah.
Okay,
this-
I will agree with that, but I will say, wait, hold the fuck on a minute. What do you mean? Let me gather my. What do you mean American bacon's whatever compared to Australian bacon? It's
I don't like bacon at all.
Who are you?
Joey.
I mean, I
don't like
it.
bacon.
I like it. I just think the British stuff's way better.
Go fuck yourself.
It's
Actually,
way better.
Actually, seriously, go clone
Oh, I'm
yourself in
sorry.
another fucking factory and fuck it. Because honestly, at this point, you're making no sense.
It's like the most whatever
Why
part
would
of
I
a
not
cake.
want higher quality bacon?
It's ham.
No, you're right, honey. You're right. You're
It's
right.
the most whatever part
American
of the
bacon
pig.
is better than
I'm
British
sorry.
bacon.
But
It
what's
is.
a good part of the pig then, Joey?
Pork belly. A million times better than bacon.
I'll say it there in par.
Dude, look at that. That
no
second
way.
pick. Oh my god,
No.
bro. Look at that. That's
no,
just pure meat.
No, give me.
All
Give
the
me
great flavor of
fats.
bacon
Give
with
Give me
all
the
the
fat.
better
I want
quality.
the
Give
grease
me the
creamy.
fat of streaky
Why does
bacon,
American bacon
okay?
taste so different?
Because it's more wax.
Because it's processed to
yeah, it's
shit.
processed to shit.
More like processed with kisses. So
Now give me the crispiness. Give me the fat. That's where all the flavor is. It's
To be fair, though,
it's-
I am biased. I don't care much about any breakfast foods. I don't eat breakfast, so I don't care about
Okay,
like,
bacon is not
Hash
a
browns,
breakfast.
though?
Breakfast-
Okay, hash
Bacon is not
browns,
exclusively a breakfast food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even still, it's like okay, like bacon on a burger. Like I don't care about it.
it doesn't
I
really
do
add-
admit,
okay.
bacon
Yeah.
on burgers is so overrated.
I think it's
doesn't
overrated
add
as fuck.
anything.
America's
to it.
obsessed with
What's
Yeah.
what's your biggest American comfort food? What is the American food you still miss now?
American hash browns.
American hash browns.
American hash browns
American
with
hash
egg yolk
browns.
on
Wait,
top
which
of
one?
it.
Do you like the more solid ones or the ones where they like shred a bunch
Shred.
of? Oh, I hate the shred.
Fuck you.
I love the shredded ones.
shredded
Actually, that's
ones.
the one thing I think Americans do well is the American.
I hate the shredded hash
Why?
browns.
With the egg yolk in it.
Oh, these
Yeah,
ones.
these
hash
browns.
I fuck with these.
These are
I
fucking
prefer the like the
great.
McDonald's like wedge.
Could not be me.
Because I love the outside crunchy exterior with the like warm, like soft, like mushy interior.
If this is done right, it should be like a little bit of crunchiness,
Like right when you
and
bite
like
the top.
and like all
I mean,
the
dude,
softness.
dog, you had me at potatoes. Like I don't. Like if it's potatoes, I'm eating that shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm eating it.
I would definitely love this as well, but I prefer the McDonald's one,
Right.
With like the staple. But
Yeah.
I get sick
McDonald's
after
still good.
eating. I get sick after eating like 2 of them.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
here. I mean,
it's full of grease.
I think I just.
Oh, and this isn't.
No. No, this is full of kisses.
You are fucking dumb. You are a dumb person.
You're a special one.
You are a special one.
I will never forgive you.
Do you still miss IHOP?
Sometimes.
No, you don't.
Why? I thought we'd grown out of this.
I don't.
Sydney.
Okay, when you go back to America, what are the foods that you're like, fuck? I wish I could have those right now. When you're back in America for
Munster.
like,
Monster cheese. All right, I will.
wait. What do you? Okay, what? No. I mean, like when you're in America,
Munster.
Munster cheese.
Monster cheese goes
eat it.
hard. It's it's okay.
You can't get that in America.
Wait, what do you mean? When I'm in America?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is like now when you go back to America for like a month, right?
Yeah.
What are the foods that you miss that you can't get in America?
Oh, Yuba.
Okay, other than Yuba. That must be like a dish. You're like, ah, fuck, I wish I had that right now.
Why are you looking at me?
What the fuck?
Why are you looking at me?
Radna.
Ah, okay.
You can't get that from like a Thai restaurant in.
It's a very
hard.
unusual
It's a very niche one. It's like very much Thai comfort street food.
Do you like what kind of like ingredient would you like? What's the main ingredient there?
It's
I have
hard
no
to
idea.
say.
Is it just like inconspicuous
It's like a
food?
I don't know what it is because it's kind of
Noodle
like a soup, but
gravy?
it's kind of like
But
a.
also
ri-
it's not really
It's
a
kind of it's
soup.
kind of like yeah, it's kind of like noodle gravy. Can you search up?
R-A-D space N-A.
Radna.
Dude, I gotta piss. That beer is like sucking the.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thai Chinese.
Yeah, so it's Thai Chinese. So it's very very similar taste profile to like Chinese soup, but you have rice noodles and I don't know what
Bro,
else
whatever
goes
it
in
is,
the
get
soup.
that in my body. That
Yeah,
was delicious.
it is. This shit is delicious.
Damn.
And I haven't seen any Thai like foreign Thai restaurant serve this because I think
Oyster sauce, pork shoulder.
Oyster sauce is like the fucking light in the darkness, bro. That shit tastes so
tapioca
good.
starch.
oyster sauce is just goaded, man.
Oh,
It adds such flavor to everything.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
No, because I remember Sydney had to learn trial by fire how to eat spicy food because
What do you mean how to learn to eat?
because when we moved to Thailand, she had just like started like changing her palate from like the like normal American palate and then
The white girl palette.
the white girl palate.
Yeah.
I miss IHOP to like eating like the spiciest motherfuckers, drunken noodles, all that shit.
I want spicy food.
I want to try drunken noodles. I've never had it. Probably because I was too much of a bitch to eat like the spice. But
Yeah,
I think,
next time we're in
now-
Thailand,
Yeah.
no pad thai.
I feel
No-
I feel like now I can take on
What is
the
it?
drunken
I
noodles.
really fuck. Is it Morning Glory? Is that what I like a lot?
Morning Glory.
Is it the green thing?
Yeah,
Oh, I fucking love
What is
Morning
it?
it's
Glory.
called Pak Bung Phai Nang.
Okay, we'll put Morning Glory in the.
Yeah.
Put Thai Morning Glory.
Dude, this shit, I could eat this for the rest of my life.
Oh,
just
this
this.
stuff.
Yeah.
We had it at the restaurant in
Yeah,
Switzerland.
yeah.
When
this
it's
shit
done
slaps.
right,
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah,
good.
this shit's awesome.
Yeah, I fucking love this shit. This is the shit my grandma used to cook for me whenever I'd go to Thailand.
Hell yeah.
I just think I was built to be in Thailand.
Yeah, that's why you only like going for 3 days.
Yeah,
every time.
No, I want to take you guys to a Muay Thai fight.
when I was there, man, those Thai ladies, they were shocked at the quality, the quantity, and the spice level I would eat. I'd be like, more.
Oh, falang.
Give me more.
They looked at you, Pigman. They were
I
like,
think
this
the
can't be
first
right.
Thai dish that you liked was actually my mum's dish, right?
Green curry.
Green curry.
That's funny.
Green curry is so good.
Green curry's so
It really
good.
is. It really is.
God
You-
damn.
A Thai wedding and it's like
Even like bad green curry that I've had, it's still pretty good.
it's okay.
Like when it's mid, I'm like, it's the spot.
I'm slaying it.
Yeah, I think when we had the Thai wedding, I think Connor ate like
Most
half-
of the fucking.
I think I ate more than anyone.
Yeah, you did.
Restaurant.
You
He
did.
literally kept going up to eat.
What was
I-
that fucking the
Dude, but I mean, are
Last
those
month?
Thai or like they're just Southeast Asian in general?
No,
the
it's Thai.
peanut glazed chicken, because I think Indonesia.
Oh,
is
you
pretty
talking about
famous
satay?
for them as well.
Yeah.
That's more like Southeast Asian.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
say you can.
You probably had, I
Yeah.
think, like
Yeah.
without over exaggerating, I
Dude.
think about 40.
No, I
Yeah.
had more than 40. It was like 40 per serving.
And then
And when they had the whole, because I remember there was this part after the wedding where I guess it wasn't catering initially. It was just like everyone like family had just made stuff.
yeah.
And then I was like, oh, fuck yes. And then had the center like area where they just unveiled each dish.
Yeah.
And it was like 5 different types of curries. And my God, I was first in line. I pushed this kid out of the way. God's Thai niece. I was like, let me at him.
Yeah, I swear, like every 5 minutes, like when you
Dude.
disappeared while
Maybe
watching
I
the-
think I had like 9 plates or something over
Yeah.
the course of the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
There was something like incredible. It was a personal best.
As
for
I,
sure.
as I was watching a 5-hour karaoke session of God's Family, like every time he came
my
back, he just
God.
had like 50 more fucking sticks in saute, and I'm just like, God damn.
that saute, I've been thinking about that ever since.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. Yeah, what do you remember about the Thai wedding? Because
I just
my
remember-
perspective was like completely different from your perspective.
Yeah, because like to be fair, I just remember like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So like when you guys
Me neither.
No, when you guys came down and like you guys were kneeling down there and they carried me down the stairs, I'm like, first of all, like what's going on? And like,
Oh,
oh, the
yeah, I
monks are
forgot about
gonna
that.
do the chanting, and I'm like, okay, just kneel down and put your hands like this, and then I'm just sitting there and listening to a monk chant, and then I'm just like whipped with water, and then I'm like,
Oh yeah.
and then I was like, I did not just wake up at 4 a.m. And then I was like, and I was looking at
But
Gar.
they had like 100 people in your living room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so so unusual.
Yeah.
I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
That's my favorite part of every like Buddhist ceremony. It's like when I know it's like a fucking real one when they so I don't know what I don't know what the word for this particular ceremony is, but sometimes the monks will take some water and they'll take like a bunch of sticks,
Yeah.
dip it in the water, and then they'll just like fucking chuck it on everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And I just remember I was like this, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like nobody told me this was gonna happen. And then I was looking over, and then they were like, close your eyes, and I'm like, and it's like, close your eyes. It's like it's fine. I'm like, okay. And then I'm just sitting there, I'm like, what's going on? And then I was rushed upstairs, and then they were like, oh, you have to hide from Gar, and I'm like, what? You're like, and
And then I
then
had to Fortnite dance.
Yeah.
yeah,
Were you able to see any of that at all?
I was. I was there, and then I forgot. That,
God, that you Fortnite fucking.
on like a fucking bridge, I was Fortnite dancing against some
It
Thai
was
man.
so
Yeah.
surreal. You were just Fortnite dancing while about 100 Thai dudes were like, yeah.
Oh, because wasn't it like the tradition?
It was the
like
trial. My
Yeah.
trial was
Yeah.
to dance battle someone for some reason.
yeah.
And I obviously didn't know what the fuck to do.
I think I had to do like push-ups. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to do
Yeah,
push-ups
that
as
was
well.
weird.
Yeah.
I just remember I was like, I would always ask you, I'm like, who's that person, Garnt? You're like, no idea. And I'd be like, who's this person? You're like, no idea.
There's like 300 people at the house.
Yeah. It was
And
a
I was like
lot.
mostly like Garnt's mom's friends, and I was like, bro, I have no idea. Like, oh, we met once. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure.
I wouldn't say no idea. It was more like, so they're my auntie, but
Yeah,
they're not.
I felt
my-
like you didn't want to get into it.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to get into
It's a
how
long story.
Like, this is like 5 relations removed. Like,
Yeah. So I know her because my mum was friends with this person, and then this person introduced them to this person.
Yeah.
So she's my auntie.
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
So what's your favorite Thai dish? Is it Adna? Because I feel like a very underrated Thai dish is boat noodle.
確かにね.
that doesn't sound appetizing.
It is good though.
But the name
Boat
boat
noodle.
noodle. What, can we see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be like, that sounds shit.
No.
Boat
this-
noodle is not a great name.
This
Like-
is
But
great.
that looks good.
It looks phenomenal.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh
It is
my
good.
God, that looks
it is
amazing.
a
It's
very,
spicy as
very
dick, though.
underrated Thai dish, and it's getting more popular. And a lot of times it's called boat noodles because a lot of times
Sit on a boat.
it's served on like a boat, a Thai boat. And when I was a kid, there'd always be different spots and different places where you go to a local place and you basically order. You know, it's kind of like they do the sushi thing where you order a dish at a time and then you stack the dishes up. And
I did that at your wedding.
With saute.
but this is like normally if it's a real boat noodle, it's like super fucking spicy. Because you can tell how local it is by how red, how much fucking chilies is floating
fuck yeah.
on the soup. And next time we're in Thailand, I'd love to take you
Yeah.
boys.
Next time. Yeah.
I want to come back, dude. The food was so fucking good.
Yeah.
It was.
I just like because you usually have like a box of tissues next to it because it's just, like your nose is running the whole time, especially when you're in super hot wetter. It's honestly hell on earth, but God, is it so good?
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
next
down.
next time we're in Thailand, love to take you to take like it still like hurts me to know that you guys went to Thailand and went and ate like so much pad thai. It hurts
It
me like to
kills
like
me.
my soul.
We did it like one time.
Yeah.
I think I only had
Even
pad thai
once
like
is too
one
much.
time.
yeah.
Once is too much.
The green curry at the hotel blew me away. I ordered room service green curry at the hotel. Phenomenal. It was amazing.
Really?
And it was
really?
like $2.
God, I will say the one okay. The worst Thai food I've had. I'm gonna call you out. Thai Airways. What is going on with Thai
Legit.
Airways
Fix
food?
your food, Tyre.
Come on, it's
Call
just
out.
like
It was pretty bad.
It was bad.
I legit don't even remember.
bro,
So it must have been shit.
Bro, I want to rep my own country, but like Thai Airways,
Making it hard,
the
Tyre.
food is just not good.
Damn.
I was so pumped to fly with them too because I was like, dude, yeah, we get Thai food on the way over. And it like was bad.
Yeah.
Man, I don't fucking remember eating it, eh?
Yeah, Thai Airways, like I've had Thai food on like planes and like even like Air Asia, which is like a budget airline,
Right.
has better Thai food than Thai Airways, which the Thai food I had on Thai Airways just fucking sucked.
It
And my
was
mom,
really bad.
yeah, my mom had Thai Airways food as well, and I'm like, and she's like, this is abysmal. It's
Disgusting.
it's just like what's happened?
Damn.
Like, surely you could like, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Like, bring a fucking pot on that's just filled.
Just
with,
bring a
like,
pie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a giant pot that you keep warm somewhere, and just, it's got the most.
How would you
fire
sneak
after
that
all.
in through security?
No. As in like the airline.
Oh yeah.
Like, if they had like a giant pot that they like induction heated up or some shit. I don't know how it works.
Just
man.
like ladle in a fucking bowl. Like
Yeah.
everybody's
Yeah.
holding a
Bro,
bowl.
I was telling you guys about this last time.
Go
If you go
cafeteria style
A&A,
on it.
Yeah.
get the ramen on A&A. It's so good.
We get it in this.
No, A&A.
Okay.
Get it A&A.
A&A specifically, apparently.
A&A ramen.
I like their
God tier.
udon.
No,
Okay.
don't
Well,
fucking
I
get
did
that
it. I
udon.
got
Don't
it
talk
anyway.
to Udon about this, man. He doesn't like it.
Don't get udon.
What manga have you been reading?
Before that,
Okay.
I will say, like the last time we did do this episode, we like. I will say for you guys at least, I've seen like more like exciting things that have come out. Like you guys, hey, everybody here has done voice acting stuff now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Garnt, you guys were in you guys were in Star Rail.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Barely. I acted as myself. Where's
Yeah,
this going?
pretty
honey?
much.
and then you were in
Marshall.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you were in Mashal. Connor was in
Sarah against Orky, Spirit Chronicles. You love that show, right?
My favorite.
You love
I really want to hear you say it because I was like, everybody already knows it's my favorite.
Right.
Just wanted to confirm you remembered.
Joey, I saw you as Sasuke. Or not Sasuke, but that one guy.
Oh, Sosuke. Which is
called
basically Sasuke.
When you were with Star Child, when you guys, oh my god, I was actually shocked and I'm like, what the fuck is, like, then also I'm like, Joey's in this with like
Yeah.
some of the actors from like,
Yeah, I didn't find out until like afterwards where I was just like, oh wow, these are like, I know these people.
yeah.
And at the time, I had no idea who these
Yeah.
people were.
They,
That was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty, I was like, that was pretty
So
pretty
do you want to
cool.
explain this, Joey?
So I voiced in it's like an indie animation called The Art of Murder, and I voiced this character called Sosuke, which is basically Sasuke. But I did the character can only speak Japanese, so I had to do all the lines in Japanese while everybody else spoke English. But yeah, there's some like pretty big voice actors. in
Yeah.
that. The voice of what's her name? Liz Freeman.
Yeah.
The voice of Pomni.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Like she was in that, and like Joey Richter, and like there's some like pretty big voice. And I had no idea who these people were when I was doing it. I was like, oh, these are some cool people.
Just like get a project, like, yeah, I guess I'll just like,
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
like,
like,
oh, that's-
okay,
like,
like,
that's pretty
Star
dope.
Cat. Oh my, yeah, I was legit.
Oh,
when
yeah,
I
that's
first
the
saw
character
that.
there. Yeah, that character there. That's Sosuke. Which is basically just Sasuke.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it now.
It did like really well.
Yeah, no, I saw it's like 20 million now.
Whoa.
It's not. No, it's like 2 million, I think. It's like
I'm pretty sure. I thought it was more.
it's like 2 or 3
We can
million.
just click on it right now and find out.
Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
I don't know, YouTube.
yeah. Go to YouTube. I think it's like 2 million if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's it. That one. 2.1
That's
million.
Oh
Shit,
damn.
maybe
too.
I'm
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's
Yeah, it did really well.
Out of the zero. No,
yeah.
you're trying to gas him up, but yeah.
Feels like 20.
It's like 30 million.
I thought it was
Deserves
20
20.
minutes.
Yeah,
it deserves 20 million.
No, it's a genuinely interesting
Yeah.
like show. So
Yeah.
I might
Well,
I might do another
noticed-
episode. I don't know.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of indie animation on YouTube is
Yeah.
really popping off
Yeah.
right now.
Like
sure.
Bizarre Circus.
I gotta piss so bad, sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
The
Digital Circus.
Digital
Digital
Circus.
Circus.
Yeah,
I mean
Amazing Digital
that's on
Circus.
like a different level because
I mean, that's like I think right now it's like the top 3 most viewed Netflix series ever.
yeah,
It's on Netflix?
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
to,
it
they
got
got to
bought
deal
out.
with they got to deal with Netflix.
Yeah.
because it did so.
I didn't know that.
Because the first episode on YouTube got like 500 million views. Or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
it did.
It's fucking.
It's-
I went to the pop up of this in Ikebukuro.
I didn't even know there was one.
There was a pop up of this in fucking Tokyo of all places.
holy shit.
Yeah, 367 million views.
Jesus
first episode.
Christ.
Yeah, it's. Have you seen this? It's fucking good.
I haven't actually.
I watch
I just
every
know about
episode.
it,
It's
but
really good.
I watch every episode, so
It's
did
it was.
you actually?
I have you.
Yeah, there's like 4.
Wait,
there's
you've never talked to me about it.
I like watching a lot of indie stuff on YouTube, sir.
Okay, did you watch it or did you?
Is it
like,
second-
I watched it. I watched it.
it's genuinely really funny.
It
So
is.
tell me what this is like while you're playing Stardew Valley, honey.
No, I actually was surprised because a guy I grew up with, we did voice acting together, Michael Kovac.
Yeah.
He's
yeah?
like voicing this. I'm like, oh my god, we've been like I've known him. I've known him.
Wait, who does he play?
The purple guy.
Oh, Jax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love that guy. Hell yeah.
And then I was like I was like, oh my god, I know him. And then I watched the rest. I'm like, oh my god, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's
we
really
watched.
cool.
We also watched like Has Been Hotel as well, which started off as a YouTube pilot. and then it's
Yeah.
got picked up by Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I don't know what the consensus is around Has Been
Don't
Hotel.
get it twisted. I'm not the okay.
I've heard so much about Has Been Hotel, but I have no idea what it is.
It's basically a musical.
Musical in hell.
Yeah, basically a musical, kind of like OG feeding Saturday morning cartoon, except
Right.
it's not because it's kind of like very raunchy. They
Right.
swear in it. Oh my god! I remember one of the characters. He drops like the C bomb,
Yeah.
and I'm used to hearing like cunt. But like when I heard it in Has Been Hotel, I was like, damn, it's got that power into it.
got that
God
zest. It's like,
damn.
Why does that have the hard T in it?
Oh,
It's
oh.
It's like,
Yeah, I missed something. Yeah.
We're just talking about how when Americans say the C word,
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah.
actually sounds
Okay.
like a word. Yeah, it's like,
It's like-
it's the T.
Oh.
It's the hard.
It's
It's the hard T. I don't
Oh.
just round it out at the end, you know?
Oh, bleep that out, Mudan.
Yeah,
we're
please.
gonna get like age restricted with the way you say that, honey.
It's like God.
Have you seen the Amazing Digital Circus?
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really,
we're
really good.
basically talking about how like indie animation is kind of just like definitely popped off on YouTube.
Honestly, okay,
And
so
Skibbity Toilet.
as somebody, fuck you. As,
It's getting a movie.
I mean,
It is objectively popular.
I don't know. I'll argue. Okay, I won't say it is unfortunately popular. So as somebody who was like, were you in Voice Acting Alliance?
Yes.
Okay.
Before I got hacked. Remember that?
So as somebody who grew up on Voice Acting Alliance, and like a lot of the people when I watch indie stuff, especially like indie animations, it's almost amazing how many like everybody is like, even from
Yeah.
back then, is like
Yeah.
all in this now.
I remember because I think Michael Kovac
Yeah,
was in this. Yeah,
Michael!
I used to know him. We used to submit like troll auditions on
really?
behind the voice actors. Yeah, he was. But even back then though, he was.
He was
like, He was
amazing.
very very talented.
Like, I
back
remember
then.
we just
He's
did-
very hardworking.
Yeah.
as well, and very sweet. No, we did a little bit of trolling back then. We did a little bit of
Sydney's been
trolling.
going through a very unique problem recently, where there'll be like a new game that has
Oh.
like this romance mechanic in it,
Yeah.
right? And they'll release like the what the different like characters look like, and she's
And
like,
the-
"Oh, I like that guy."
And then they release the voice, and it'll be like, somebody I know. And it'll be like,
Yeah, you can't.
like-
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
yeah.
when it's like, there's one character, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so ready for this fucking game. He's so hot. I'm gonna romance him. Alejandro.
Alejandro Saab.
Alejandro does fucking
Yeah.
voice so much.
all you can see is his
God
face.
damn it,
Yeah.
It's like
Alejandro, stop
Alejandro.
it.
But I was like, yeah, I just remember him like, because he's also somebody I've been voice acting with since we were like 14, 15.
Right.
And I was just like, Alejandro, get out of there.
Yeah, I mean he's killing it right now.
He's murdering
he's
it.
doing
He's
very, very
absolutely
well.
devouring it after killing it incestuously.
What are you saying?
So it's the first word that comes to my head.
the intrusive thoughts are coming out.
I'll let them win.
Yeah, because Alejandro, yeah, I mean, I knew him for ages, and he also voiced in one of my projects. Same with Michael Kovac, actually.
That's right, he did. Wasn't
They've
it?
both voiced in my Bridge series
It's like when
before.
people always, how do you get into voice acting? It's like literally just be around. Like,
Yeah.
like you know, like most of the really like voice actors who are killing it nowadays were there, like
From the
beginning,
Yeah.
online, like
Yeah.
trying to get into this. Like they were particularly trying to become voice actors.
Yeah.
And so being around it and pursuing it, you know.
Seeing them be so successful, like Jesus.
Yeah, like Sungwon too. Sungwon also started online.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, all these amazing voice actors who you know and love, all of them started from just, well, not all of them, but a good chunk of them started from just being in that space, trying to voice act, you know, falling in love with it and then pursuing it. So when people ask, like, how do you get into it? It's like, just keep being passionate
start
about
doing
it.
it.
Just show
Do it.
up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing's without the practice. Well,
Hey, look at all these patrons
Look at
on
all of
screen,
them.
though.
Look
Oh
at
my-
all.
Whoa,
Sydney,
what?
point to your favorite patron.
I like that one.
That one, he's a pretty good one.
He's all right.
That guy was cancelled recently.
Damn.
You know what?
That guy has a bad rap.
My
Listen,
bad, OG.
we had a fling. I don't really like to admit it.
Love and deep space.
love you, deep space.
I flicked a nipple. But hey, if you want to be one of these lovely patrons and support the show, then you can do that by going over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also, every single week we have Patreon exclusive content you can go check out right after this one. Move on, play a clip of that.
Look at us, the fucking squad rolling out.
Oh, he's got the flame helmet. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's for only really big penises.
Fuck.
Oh my god, they're all in there.
Oh. They're behind
They're
us.
playing so safe. We're just running around like headless chickens, and they're like actually trying.
Oh my god! I did not even get to react to that, bro. What the fuck was that? Oh my god!
They're all there still. I got one of them. It's so funny watching your bodies just fucking go limp after like one of us die. We go in like Looney Tunes.
But hey, if you want to check that out and support the show, head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit. If you had our face, listen to us on Spotify, and go check out Sydney. If you haven't already.
Oh yeah, I didn't even introduce myself.
Him
Hey, I'm
Hajim.
Sydney. I'm Sidsnap.
Right at the end.
They know
at the
you.
end.
They know you.
Thanks for
Yeah, they
watching.
know. All right. See you guys next week.
Bye.
every time you have sex, there's a 10% chance the person you're having sex with dies. Would you do it?
No.
No. How do you explain that to the cops?
I didn't do it. It's a freak accident that my causes heart attacks. Okay,
You've heard of the death note now.
You
Get
wouldn't at
ready
all?
for the death.
Light. We need you to L. He's on your trail.
He sees a criminal on TV and he's like, Dad, find me this man.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm your host for
You
today.
really hit that ass there.
I am.
Yeah.
And, what is that, Joey? What is that you got there?
Amogus.
And today we are going to be jumping on to more trends, even though, you know,
not really a
out of all the
trend, man.
trends that we've done, this one feels very on brand for shit that we've talked about already.
As per usual, though, Trash Taste is late to the trend again.
We are very late to the trend again, but I feel like we've talked about some of these before because we're going to be talking about Hear Me Out. Now, there's been a trend recently called the Hear Me Out cake. I only know about this.
I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, what is white cake?
I don't know. I don't know how this started.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because we just want to fictional characters.
Yeah, we just want to fictional characters and not be judged
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much for it.
You're right.
So we know these are out of pocket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
it's a bunch of characters, or I don't want to like put it into one category. It could be anything.
Bunch of
and-
things.
But a bunch of things. And all you need to do is present it to your fellow boys and just say, "Hear me out."
So we each have a number of ones that we think are our personal hear me outs, and
Yeah.
then we also went onto the internet to look for, I guess,
Some of the most popular ones.
some of the more popular hear me outs,
Okay.
and we will see if each of our tastes, as well as the broader internet taste of hear me outs, is questionable or not.
Oh, I would imagine they're all questionable.
I would hope so. They're called hear me outs for a reason.
Sometimes when I'm about to go to bed, I think like, if I ever became like a politician, which videos would be the ones they'd use against me?
Probably
This
this
is one of them. This is one of
This
them.
one. This
Not
is
that I have
definitely-
any interest in becoming a politician, but I did think I was like, which are the ones that would? These are the kind of videos that would be used against
I'm
me.
pretty sure there's already been enough.
There's enough.
like,
No, there's a lot.
There is enough
I have no
footage
shame.
on Trash Taste
Yeah.
that would.
The moment you open
discredit
your
us.
YouTube channel, it's all over.
Real.
Let's be real.
All right. How are we kicking this off?
So shall we go one by one? Do we start with? Do we want to start with you, Joey? Right off on the end.
Okay. All right. Well then, all right. You want to bring up my first one then? All right.
All right, so-
boys. Hear me out.
All right. Wait. How normal are we going here?
Mine are weird.
See, this is the thing I don't know, because the internet has so many weird fucking people like who are there who
Yeah.
have really questionable tastes, and half the time I don't know if they're serious or not.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if my one's a normie or not, because the last thing I want to be in this episode is normie.
Well, it's like you could be like, all right, guys, no vanilla taste. And Joey takes that as like doggy style, while you're like, all right, torture.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly right.
Like, I think
It's
like there's two like very different ways of
Like,
perceiving
are we
this.
talking like foot fetish or
But,
like gimp
look,
suit?
Yeah.
we'll find out.
We'll find because
We'll find out.
because we know. I mean, I made my list and I was like, shit. I feel like this is pretty normal. I don't know. I don't know.
I did not choose normal ones. I wanted it to be a hear me out.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wanted that. Okay, so Joey.
Okay, hear me
Okay,
out.
Joey,
Hear me
Joey.
out. Human Shrek from Shrek 2.
Okay, well, first of all, before we get into it, could you please make your case for human Shrek?
Okay, Human Shrek. Look,
Why not just Shrek?
no. See, it's a different quality. You know what I mean? Shrek is just like a lovable, just like the ogre that everybody loves, right? The meme status, if you will. But Human Shrek, we only got to see in Shrek 2, right? For a very brief amount of time.
I don't even remember Human Shrek, if I'm being honest.
You don't remember Human Shrek?
No,
Dude,
it's been a
okay.
long time since I've seen Shrek.
I'm gonna get my family involved here and say that this is a hear me out from my sister as well. My sister was the one who was like, "Joe, hear me out."
Wait, okay.
Human Shrek.
Does that help?
Okay.
Does it help?
Okay, my
So you
argument
both
is-
want to take turns?
My argument is-
What is the argument, Joey? Why is your sister involved?
My argument is, look, my sister's involved because she was the one that opened me up to Human Shrek. The first time I watched Shrek 2, I was like, oh wow, Shrek is a human now. Okay, so that's cool, that's whatever. I was younger.
Your sister's just frothing.
Yeah. But then it was a couple of years ago. I came back home and we were just like watching movies and whatever. I was at my sister's place and we watched Shrek 2 because we just needed something to put on the TV. And it's been like years since I last watched Shrek 2, right? And like my
It is the
sister
best of the
swears
Shrek
by
movies.
Shrek 2 is the best Shrek
It is the
movie.
best Shrek. It's the best.
Yeah.
Shrek.
Yeah, it is.
And I always had the thing of like, oh no, from my memory, Shrek 1 was always my favorite because the last time I watched Shrek 2, I was still a child. Like when it first came out, which was God knows how long ago it was,
yeah.
right? So watching Shrek 2 as an adult, and you encounter human Shrek, all I'm gonna say is, look, I'm not gay. But if I was,
but okay, that raises the question: would you still
Yes.
with just normal Shrek?
Yeah, this is what I wanted to know.
I
Yeah.
would not with normal Shrek.
So,
wait, so this-
you would take this?
You're racist. What's wrong with the ogres?
Yeah.
I mean, he's an ogre.
Okay, so wait. So his personality is clearly fuckable, but it's only a hear me out
Yeah.
when he's in human form, which is attractive. He's attractive.
It's the difference between Squidward and fucking Chad Squidward. You know what I mean?
Wait, which one's more fuckable?
Chad Squidward. You would not. You cannot, honest to God, tell me you would fuck Squidward.
Actually, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, I feel like Squidward just needs a good life partner. The more you grow up, the more you're just like, you know what? I get him. I'm becoming that person.
No, totally. Squidward, as an adult, you rewatch SpongeBob and you're like,
Okay.
everyone has a Squidward in
Who
their
are
friend
we
group.
talking about right now? We're talking about Squidward or we're talking about Shrek?
We're talking about Shrek.
talking about
Okay,
Shrek.
Okay,
so
look.
why won't you fuck normal Shrek?
Because
That would be a hear me out in this
Yeah.
case, I think. This is less of a hear me out.
that's what I'm saying, though. I don't know if human Shrek is a normie take or not. But I'm being true to myself in saying that if I was gay and I needed a man in my life, I want someone like human Shrek. He's
But that makes
big,
it,
but if
that
you
makes it
don't-
sound like Shrek is below your standards as a human.
Yeah.
Just because he's a hear me. You're like, if I was gay and if
Yeah.
I was desperate, I would go for human Shrek.
No. Not if I was desperate. He would be my first. He would be my first
He'd be your
choice.
first choice.
He'd be my first choice if I was gay.
Okay,
But
now
like-
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't like him at his worst, you deserve him at his best, Joey. You know?
This is true.
Us,
This is like would you love Aki if she was a worm? Would you love human Shrek if he was Shrek? Come on, think about
would
this
you
now.
love human Shrek if he was an ogre? If you don't, then wow, Joey.
You don't
wow.
deserve. You don't deserve human Shrek if you don't love him while he's Shrek.
Yeah. Do you like him
you
for
don't-
his looks, or do you like him for his charming personality? Which,
I think the thing that made me be like, ooh, with human Shrek especially, is that in the context of Shrek 2, right? Like when he turns into a human in Shrek 2, right? This is like the real like fucking courageous moment, right? Like all the female girls like come to him and they're like, oh my god, you're like so
Female girl.
female girls. All the female human. Sorry, I'm getting excited. All the human girls are just like, oh my god, well, who is this like fucking hunk of a man who like? Look at that jawline. He didn't even mew once,
I
and he's
know.
already got that fucking
I know.
jawline, right? And he when he comes in, especially on that horse. Right, and that slow-mo shot of like him like rearing the horse back as he like gallops towards Fiona and shit. I was
Yeah.
just like, ooh,
Come-
something in my
you
heart.
feeling something?
Can we
I
get a
felt
side by
Doki
side of
Doki a little
Shrek?
bit.
Can we pull up Shrek?
Pull up
Yeah.
Shrek.
Pull up
I
Shrek
just want
as
to
well.
compare jaw lines, and I'll see what we're working with here. I mean, still a phenomenal jaw. Well, maybe not.
Yeah,
They're obviously
right. It's a
rounded.
bit round. It's a bit egg-shaped.
You know, it's
You know what I
not-
mean?
The jaw is fine. It's the teeth.
Yeah, that's
It's the teeth.
What do you mean?
exactly.
That's better than half of the British.
And
Arnolds.
that's the point. That's just normal British teeth.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
This
shit.
is British, and then human Shrek is American.
Actually, now that I look about it, Shrek does look like a lot of people you see at the pub. He's got that beer belly. It's that shaved head.
Right?
Damn, this is just Britain to a T.
Now imagine if that same guy at the pub came back, right, a couple years later, right, with a full head of hair, fucking jawline chiseled the fuck out, came back from like a 4-day-a-week gym session for an entire year, right, and
Right.
fixed his teeth. Right?
But like you are this
Am I
is-
alone in this?
This is Shrek with an Instagram filter on, Joey.
Yeah, and I
we,
like
we,
it.
we need to look at the real Shrek, you know?
No, fuck the real
the
Shrek.
bloke.
No, I don't want the...
This is the definite look of a bloke. Look at that.
I don't want the bloke Shrek though. I want the Chad Shrek.
But I mean, yeah, human Shrek, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so here's the question now, right? Is this a normie take for a Hear Me Out?
Yeah.
You think so?
Compared to mine.
I was trying to. I thought mine was too normal, and I'm like, shit. If this is Joey's first one,
Well,
let's go on to your first one,
All right.
Connor. What have you?
we should actually we brought up Squidward, so let's actually bring up one of my ones.
Okay.
Which is
Okay.
in the same universe.
Oh, God. Who is it?
So let's have a look.
I can think of any number of
Oh my
characters.
god.
Squilliam Fancy Son.
Squilliam Fancy Son.
What would you prefer to Squidward? How about a more refined, gentlemanly Squidward? Hear me out.
Yeah, but he's got a monobrow.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not into monobrows, bro.
So
Sorry.
Hear me out, though. I mean, look, you're classy
as
guy.
someone who only knows about SpongeBob from number one memes and the episodes I've watched and the out of context clips, can you explain the lore of Squilliam Fancy Son to me?
This is just Squidward if he was like a posh fancy.
From what I remember, it was like his brother.
His brother
It was
or
his
cousin or
brother
something?
or someone who comes in during one episode
Yeah.
and kind of like everything that Squidward stands for, like that he thought he was like the refined one.
Yeah.
he was the
Yeah.
cultural. He was a well seasoned. What's the word? Like what's the
Like aristocrat.
Aristocrat.
culturally very rich.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Squilliam Fancy Son comes in and shows him that everything he thought he was, he wasn't.
Yeah.
And Squilliam Fancy Son is the Hear Me Out because you're like, fuck Squidward.
Squilliam Fancy Son is him, basically.
No.
In the SpongeBob universe.
Because
Does he have the same voice and everything, or is it like
think
even
it's the same.
fancier. No. Let's play a clip.
Is it?
Let's play a clip.
Squilliam
Even fancier,
Fancy
even
Son.
more snobbish. And I think there's a charm to that. Like he's the kind of guy that would take you to the Monaco Grand Prix.
Here we go. Squilliam Fancy Son making us all feel poor for over
Oh my
5
god!
minutes.
Of course you'd like this
Hear
character.
me out. Hear me out.
This is just Connor in the Squidward.
Yeah.
Sounds as though you've got a dying animal to attend to, eh, old chum? You're playing the cash, Mr.
And he's got great
We've
roasts.
got a big fancy band now, and we're supposed to play the Bubble Bowl next week.
So he's the type of guy that would just call everyone a
peasant.
peasant.
Yeah.
A peasant. He's very rich.
Why wouldn't you want to engage with sexual relations with Squilliam Fancy Son?
I mean, he's a bit of a dickhead, though,
Yeah, he's
isn't
a
he?
bit of a dickhead.
But
Yeah.
that's what makes him a good hear me out. I'm not interested in your cucky in your cockiness, in your cookie cutter, cookie cutter characters. I want characters with edge. I want characters with a part that makes me hate them, but also fuck them.
So, okay. Weirdest question ever. Would you be top or bottom in this situation?
I would have to be bottom. I would have to be bottom.
What
I
is
would
more
have-
sexually gratifying for you in this situation?
For Squilliam Fancy Son?
Yeah.
He would insult me no end, so I'd probably have to be bottom. I
Bottom?
suppose. Yeah.
Right, right.
Would you ask him to shave his eyebrows?
No.
You'd keep that shit?
Double it.
Double it, give it to the next
Double
person.
it. I mean, he's just class in the SpongeBob world.
No, but like, I don't like the cockiness of him.
That's what makes him attractive.
That's a turn off for me.
I can't comment
know?
on him too much. I can only comment on what he looks like.
Isn't Human Shrek a cocky son of a bitch?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No,
I watched the Rumpelstiltskin movie.
Dude,
he's an asshole.
No,
in it.
bro, he's dedicated to one woman in his life.
I remember being a bit of a dick.
He goes through fucking hell and brimstone to get to Fiona.
See,
at the
actually,
end.
Rumpelstiltskin in Shrek would have been a good hear me out. Can we bring up
Well,
Rumpelstiltskin?
I've forgotten what they look like now.
So this is from the Shrek 4 movie,
Oh, I've not watched up to
which
Shrek
actually
4.
was pretty good.
Really?
3 was really bad. 4 was actually pretty fucking good.
Really? I heard 4
Yeah.
was terrible.
No, 4 was good. Or is this 4? I'm pretty sure it's 4.
I didn't see 4. I mean, he appears for a split second in 3, I think.
This would be a good
This
hear me
is
out.
also just a guy at the pub.
That is another.
This
I'm
is like
just, I'm
Also-
just starting to realize Shrek is just different guys
also,
you meet at the pub.
I'm not a furry, but like, you know, Puss in Boots would be is the most fuckable person in the
okay.
universe.
100%.
100%.
I'm like, I'm not a
Yeah.
furry, but
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas.
no, that's
is,
not even a hear me out. I'm fucking
like,
He's just got that charm.
I think there's
and
like
that
5
swagger.
other characters in the Shrek universe I would fuck before Human Shrek. The dragon.
Okay, yeah, that's
the dragon.
obvious. That's all.
The, the wolf from Puss in
I was
Boots.
about to say the wolf.
Okay, the wolf. Okay.
Fiona, I would probably just go for next.
Why not?
I would probably pillage half of the village, I think, before I got to human Shrek.
But would you go for Ogre Fiona or
Ogre Fiona.
Ogre Fiona?
Ogre Fiona?
Get my
Ogre Fiona.
freak on. Get my freak on.
Who gonna match my freak?
It's got to be Ogre Fiona. What the fuck?
Yeah, human Fiona's too basic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Ogre Fiona.
human Fiona is like if she was in the modern age, she'd wear like Gymshark every day. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
look at those eyes. Look at those bedroom eyes.
Look at
dude.
those. Look at that attitude,
But I
man.
do objectively think that Shrek Fiona is more attractive than normal Fiona. Can we get a normal Fiona?
Can we get human
Can we get a
Fiona?
normal Fiona? There's a lot more to hold on to.
Scott handlebars. Yeah, see? Boring.
Like, I genuinely like, and I'm not doing this as like a bit. I do think Shrek Fiona is just more attractive.
Yeah.
Do you not think so?
Dude, she's,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
She
I
looks
think.
like a melted fucking Barbie doll in like the human
Yeah.
form.
Dude, fucking Ogre.
I mean, how cooked are our minds right now? How far are we going to
Bro,
like?
Ogre Fiona only comes out at night. You know what that means?
And Fiona only comes out at night, and so do I.
Yeah. It's like Fiona during the day, I sleep.
Yeah.
Fiona at night, I'm awake.
That's the real shit, motherfucker. I don't know. I mean, I would take both. You know, I wouldn't say one.
Well,
Look,
I'm not gonna say no to human
in this,
Fiona.
In this particular image, Shrek Fiona or like Ogre Fiona does definitely have that attitude to her.
Yeah.
She has that sassy attitude.
I'm also not put off by the green. Doesn't faze me.
Wait, what do her teeth look like? Can we see the teeth? That's gonna.
Why,
be,
does the, why do the teeth matter, God?
What are you, a pimp?
What do you, I got
Let me see your teeth.
like what?
Look, I've grown up in England. Okay, I know what the dental work can
Well,
be like.
presumably the difference between Shrek and human Shrek, you know, his teeth weren't worse. You have to imagine they get worse.
Yeah.
But you know, we live in Japan.
I mean, look, it's
They're
not
fine.
Okay.
it's not bad. It's not as bad as Shrek's.
In Japan, those would be considered too good.
Yeah,
Be like,
that
"Oh,
is
you gotta
true.
fuck those
Yeah.
up a little bit
That
more.
is true. Yeah. I mean, look, look, Squilly and Fancy Son, I don't fuck with, to be honest. I'm just not into those kinds of characters.
Yeah.
And again, if I had to pick someone in the SpongeBob universe, Chad Squidward all the way.
Chats.
But I don't even think that's a hot take.
Chad Squidward is ugly.
No, he's a Chad.
Is it the meme image that I've
Yes.
always
Yeah,
seen
it's the
around?
meme
He's
image.
fucking hideous. Can you bring it
can you
up?
show it? Can you show
looks.
it?
I don't think you realize how ugly he looks. He doesn't look handsome.
I need to see. Is this the meme image? That
Like,
one?
That's not handsome.
This is literally just. This is literally
Look
just
at the
the mewing
TikTok
meme,
one on the
you
bottom
know?
right there. Look at
Yeah.
that. That's what it looks like in real life.
Oh my god, that looks hideous.
Nah, not in my eyes.
No, I don't like the bum chin. You know the
The
You
ball
know,
sack chin.
the ball
The
sack
ball
chin.
section.
Like oh,
Wait,
Oh.
go show the full body one, the IMDb
Yeah, the
one there.
the full body one.
Yeah, the IMDb one. Yeah, that one. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, bro skips leg day, but other than that, built like a reverse triangle.
Now I gotta go with Connor's pick for this one.
Really?
Compared to that, I don't know.
Damn.
There you go.
I don't know. This one looks like he's seen way too many alpha podcasts. He definitely listens to Andrew Tate probably, and
Drawing for a fist bump.
We got there eventually. We got there eventually.
sorry, I did
Damn.
not notice. We got there eventually. This episode is sponsored by Factor.
Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep. Their team of gourmet chefs create each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long.
And one of the hardest things is keeping to a diet. But thanks to Factor, I can take that off my mind.
Eat stress-free with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie. Also, discover more than 60 add-ons every week, like breakfast, on-the-go lunch, snacks, and beverages to help you stay fueled and feel good all day long. Skip the overpriced takeout trap. Factor is cheaper and way more delicious. Get chef-crafted, restaurant-quality meals delivered right to your door. And again, they're ready to heat and eat in just 2 minutes, which means more time for you.
Factor also offers Gourmet Plus meals as part of your weekly options, which means you can get a little gourmet with your meal plan whenever you're craving something special. I've had
US, haven't
Factor a ton of times in the US, and every time I have it, it's delicious, and I need Factor here in Japan. So if I could order it, I would.
So what are you waiting for? Head to factor75.com or click that link below and use code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box.
Woo!
That's code FACTORPODCAST at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box, guys.
50% off?
50% off. Back to the episode.
All right, go on then. What's your first one then?
Shit. Well, this is my first one.
Okay.
Is it the robot from Chobits? Because I would.
Cheat. Oh.
Bro, I also put this.
Did you also put this?
I did also put this.
Oh my god.
I was this close to putting the gorilla
Holy
as well.
shit. No. Washimi from Agretzko
Yeah.
is just, she's just her. She
Oh, dude.
is just
She is her.
in everything. And do you know what's like weird about this? Can you show the animal she's based off of as well? Because I looked at this and I'm like, God damn, I do not.
Secretary bird? Oh,
Can you search up
yeah.
secretary bird? I am not into like. This is the most
Look at-
photogenic fucking
Look at those
bird
legs.
of all time. Look at that bird.
No, the one below it. The one below it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
look
one.
Look at that shit.
I want to know, like, why they exist. Like, what's the...
Look at the eyelashes. Look at the fucking eye. Oh my god. This is a supermodel in bird form. You know, I ain't into bestiality, but like this energy right
Bro.
here. This looks like a fucking anime character right here already.
God was like, let's build this bird. Also, give it thigh highs.
Give it thigh highs. Give it the most beautiful. Can you search up the lashes as well? Because I think there's a close up of its lashes as well. Because oh my.
Yeah, we're not even. Look at those lashes. Oh,
Why are they so beautiful?
they're beautiful. Look at that. Oh, on fleek.
What is her routine? What is her routine? I just need to know. This is more womanly than
This is
most.
this is the L'Oreal ad, right? This is the L'Oreal logo.
This could actually be a shampoo advert. Bro, Instagram models could never. Like this
Yeah.
is more photogenic than most people you see on Instagram, man. Oh my god.
Girls get like eyelashes done for like hundreds of dollars. Meanwhile, Secretary Bird is like, I woke up like this.
Yeah, I know. They can't beat nature.
God damn.
But
yeah,
yeah.
okay. Washimi, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, out of everyone in Agretzko, she was like, I saw Washimi, and I'm like, she just has her life put together.
True.
Maybe she doesn't, but she just has that energy where she's like, God damn,
Look,
you are a real real woman.
We
man.
love a hot businesswoman as
Yeah.
well. Look at that. Look at that attire as well.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's crazy how true to life it looks, but
Yeah.
just hot.
What about the gorilla?
What about the gorilla?
I like the gorilla too.
Her best friend. Look up the what the fuck is that? Gorimi.
Greeny.
Gorimi from
It
Agretzko.
was like a toss up between one of them for me, and I was like, I wish she'd be
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take two of them for a spin.
You didn't want to do the pig boss?
The pig. Nah. Look,
Her personality is great.
you know it's the same voice actress as well.
What?
Is it actually?
Yeah, as Washimi. It's the same voice actress.
Oh, shit.
She does two different voices.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
In both English and Japanese?
In Japanese, it's the same voice actress. Yeah.
In English, I'm pretty sure it's different.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, I was really close to putting Gorimi,
Yeah. This is the,
but I will go. I'm happy with Washimi as well.
yeah. Out of the two, I'll take Washimi.
Yeah.
But Gurimi was also love her as well.
I'm pretty sure anyway. No, never mind. I lied. I lied. I thought it was the same voice actor.
No.
No. Feneko and Tsunoda is the same voice actress.
I mean, they're kind of similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Feneko and Tsunoda.
Ignore me. Anyway, yeah. Washimi 100%.
But out of the Gretzko cast, I think those two are the two like power picks.
I agree. I mean, yeah, I don't know. See, the pig boss, I'd go for a drink with him.
Nah.
Nah.
But like, you
Nah.
know, especially
Nah.
like
Nah.
season
Hear me
3, he
out.
goes through some shit.
Hear
but,
me
you
out.
know, I don't want
He's
to.
a good guy.
I don't want to.
He's a good
I don't
guy.
wanna
He's got
hear
a
you
good
out.
game. He's got a good game.
Do you know what's sad? Out of all the Agretzko characters, I think Agretzko is the one that gets like the Retzko is the one that gets like the least love.
Yeah. She's just kind of like there, you know?
she's just too normal. I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
I got bored of watching Gretzko after like 3 seasons.
I think there are only 3 seasons, aren't there?
I think it's 4 or 5.
Is there?
I can't remember. I stopped watching after season
Yeah.
2.
I stopped after season
I think.
3.
I'm
because
pretty sure there's a lot.
yeah,
Really?
because it turned out to be like more of like a, I don't know. It was like, okay,
Oh,
here's
Yep.
Okay.
yeah, okay, 5th and
Never mind.
final season.
When they fucking introduced the fucking donkey tech bro, I was like, I watched that season. I was like,
Donkey Elon.
I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah.
Really, I thought that was the peak.
That was when it like after that I was like, like I don't.
Yeah,
wanna
and then season 3 is just like basically Haida just going through like the Oyasumi Punpun timeline. Basically,
pretty
like
much.
it was.
I'm like, my bro Haida, please, bro.
Haida was just getting cocked, bro.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, Joey, do you want to go to your next one then?
Okay, my second one is this one is a deep childhood memory. Hear
Deep
me out.
childhood memory. Okay.
Lola from Shark Tale.
This is not even a hear me out. She's objectively.
Yeah,
just-
right? Okay, this is the one I was the most worried about. If this is just like
This
a
is
normie
the
pick or
one
not.
you were
This is
most
normie.
worried about.
This is normal, right?
This is normal.
yeah.
It's fucking Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, this is Angelina Jolie, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sultry as fuck. And like, my God, I'm just gonna say, Will Smith's character fumbled the bag hard.
I can't even remember the
Was a
plot.
legendary fumble.
It was a legendary fumble.
I can't even remember the plot of Shark Tale.
It's the one where like Will Smith's character, he
Works at a car wash.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then he gets run into a situation where like it seems like he killed a shark and he gets known as like the shark killer or whatever it was. And the entire reef is like feeds into his lies and then he has to somehow bullshit his way through all of that.
Oh yeah, Robert De Niro was in this. I
Dude,
completely forgot.
Okay, so I watched this movie over Christmas with my family.
Yeah.
Because why not? The cast is fucking stacked in this movie. It's actually insane.
Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese plays the pufferfish with the giant eyebrows.
Oh, Jack Black's in this?
Yeah.
Oh my
He's like the
God.
wimpy shark.
For some reason, like the only DreamWorks movie I remember from when I was a kid was obviously Shrek was like the big one.
Yeah.
But I always thought Shark Tale was like DreamWorks' version of like it always felt like DreamWorks was doing their own version of a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
You know?
This is. I think a lot of people were like, "This is Pixar's Finding Nemo,"
Yeah.
basically. Which
That was
look,
kind of what they did back then, though. They were just kind of whatever they were doing, they would do a similar concept.
I will say though, without a lick of irony, this movie is legit excellent. Like it's still a really fun.
I thought it was a fun movie.
It's
I
a
can't-
really fun movie.
I remember not liking it very much.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you scroll up on the reviews?
You got to give it another watch, man. This movie's great.
I remember watching this and I was like, it's not as good as Finding Nemo.
6
you know?
out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Nah.
6 out of 10.
Like, look, I think in like as like a time capsule of the era, I think
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
But like as a movie, I don't think it's that great.
All right, but either way, it doesn't change the fact that I want to fuck Angelina Jolie as a fish.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
As a fish.
As a fish.
In game,
In
guys.
game.
In movie.
In movie,
More of a hear me out would have been Robert De Niro's character or Martin Scorsese's character.
Martin Scorsese's character. I mean, it just looks like fucking Martin Scorsese.
Hear me out. Hear me out, man.
Look, I love Martin Scorsese as a director.
Hey, I really need that role, boss.
Yeah.
What do I got to do for it?
Okay, what about Renee Zellweger's character?
Can you put her up again?
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
not.
I do
oh,
not.
yeah, let me just.
It's the fish that Will Smith's character fumbles and instead goes with.
How many women does he fumble?
Angie, I think her name was. Yeah, I don't know why I remember.
Okay,
that.
I remember her not
Okay.
being Lola. And
Yeah,
look,
right?
we all want to be with Lola,
We all wanted to be with Lola.
but we all know that
That's not a great screenshot. Kai, you picked the worst screenshot for
That
this
is the
character.
perfect screenshot.
This is the audience once they heard my human Shrek take.
This is just anytime our audiences pause when they are.
Yeah, it's like, what
Like-
the fuck did he just say?
she's still pretty fucking ugly.
Yeah, right? Like, see, is that a hear me out?
Why do her eyes look like she's been interrogated in Guantanamo? You know what I mean? Like, look at that shit.
Surely
Yeah,
there's a
she's-
more photogenic picture.
She's gone through
of-
some shit.
No,
See, because like the whole point of the character designs in Shark Tale was that they were supposed to look like the actors they were being voiced by.
Well,
But
I mean,
and it's
they
also, like-
keeping the energy, but also having characteristics about what that character.
yeah,
is
but
meant to be
they
like.
really did Renee Zellweger dirty with this
But
one.
also, like 2004 animation was at such a weird point where it still didn't look that great.
That is
Yeah.
true.
And it was still like, it definitely was good enough, but when you look back at it, it's like, this.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Hear me out though. Will Smith though. What about Will Smith's character? Fucking what's his name? It's not Will. What the fuck's his name?
Just Will.
It's not Will.
it's just Will Smith.
Oscar. Oscar is his name.
Oscar.
Oscar from Shark Tale.
I mean, he looks like Will Smith.
It looks
Yeah.
like Will Smith.
Yeah, this is peak, like mid 2000s Will Smith.
Oh damn,
when-
that Lola though. Lola though. Look at that.
Yo,
Look at those
why
eyes.
she look at me like
Look,
that?
why is
man?
she looking at me
Why
like
is
that?
she looking at me?
Well, I remember when Will Smith was like the guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
he was
yeah,
just the starring man.
Well, I'm
I mean,
gonna-
he could do nothing wrong for the longest time, and then the Oscars happened.
No, he'd fallen off a bit before that.
A little bit, but I feel still like he was, you know. No, it was all that shit with him and his wife.
Yeah,
that-
his
No,
wife.
that's
yeah,
right.
people
Yeah,
have-
yeah,
people
yeah.
have
Yeah.
been clowning on him for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah, that.
So yeah, Lola
Made
is
people-
100%.
I mean, it just it just makes me realize. Most of your childhood crushes come from like DreamWorks movies, Joey. Is that just your
He just
childhood
wants
right
to fuck
there?
animals. You want-
I'm a furry. What can I say?
Everything here so far has been a DreamWorks movie.
Yeah, I mean, those were the first two that like popped up into my mind when I was like going all the way back and thinking like, all right, what were the ones where it was like, as a child, I didn't really even think about it, but then as an adult, I'm like, hang on a second, there's something there. Yeah.
All right, Connor, what's your next one?
All right,
All right,
hear me out.
I mean, look,
I think we talked about this on
It
a
can
Smash
be
or Pass.
Anything you want it to be.
look. In terms of like which Pokemon would you fuck, Ditto is just the correct answer because it can be anything you want,
But it wouldn't be like you.
but just with Ditto's face.
well, no, like Ditto would make a one-to-one flashlight of the person because you're not fucking anything. There's no soul. You're just fucking a husk.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like if you're like,
It
if
has
you're
a
like,
soul, right?
it's alive.
Ditto.
Yeah, but like, okay, all right. So
Okay,
if
okay.
if I'm like Ditto and I show him a picture of Lola from Shark Tale, and then I start fucking Lola from Shark Tale, I'm not fucking Lola from. I'm fucking a husk of Lola that Ditto resembles. You know, he's just made a human flashlight of the
Yeah,
person.
but he'll still have like that face. You know.
Yeah, but he's not going to be like, oh yeah, this is so good. Keep going. He's just
He'll
going to
just be like Ditto.
presumably he might make noises,
Yeah, he'll just go Ditto.
which honestly I could phase out.
I'm like, Ditto, just wear
So
this bag
what
over your
is
head
the
for a quick second.
difference between a Ditto and the most advanced owner hole?
I'm
that's-
also okay with just fucking base Ditto. Because I was gonna put Muck, but Muck felt too aggressive.
no.
Muck felt like he
is
would
like
not-
too
Muck
much
is-
of a mess.
I feel like I would tell Muck to stop and he wouldn't.
Muck is Ditto. If he just smelled like shit.
Which has its charm,
Yeah.
Siri. Let's
But I mean, what that mouth do though? That's all I'm gonna
look.
say.
Well, Grimer also maybe is Grimer is like, you know, you're not ready for Muck. You're not ready for
There's
Muck.
levels to it.
You're not ready
yeah.
for Muck yet. You know, you want to start off.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
think there's something appealing about a gelatinous glob that can form to your needs.
Well, I think a lot of people would agree with you since fucking Monster Girls have that. Monster Girls always have the fucking jelly girl or whatever. You
Yeah,
call it.
like in Monster
Yeah, he's
Musume,
just a
there's the
jelly
slime
girl,
girl,
yeah.
right?
the slime girl. People
I'm
just
down
love
for
slime.
yeah, slime's great.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Nickelodeon.
Ditto is more like you are
Ditto-
fucking Play-Doh.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like look at that consistency. That's like way too hard.
No, we don't know. We scientists don't know yet.
I feel like we do.
We don't know.
Like
Pull up the Pokedex
okay,
entry.
okay.
What is can you go the consistency of Ditto?
Consistency
the
of Ditto.
consistency of Ditto.
This will change my mind, by the way. If it is like Play-Doh, I will.
What does Ditto feel
Like
like?
a little water balloon with a soft exterior. I'm down.
No. There's no.
So you're fucking a water
There's no lubrication. There's no lubrication. At least with Mark,
I can source my own lube gun.
at least with Mark, it smells like shit.
Yeah.
But you could just plug up your nose and then
Okay,
mouth breathe.
okay. I feel like it'd be.
Oh yeah, you can fuck a pile of manure if you just block up your nose, right? Same thing. I don't smell it.
Same consistency, right?
Sean, man, what's the common consensus on this?
Let's see. I always thought it was
Slime.
like gack or slime. If you poke it, it
Gelatin.
squishes, but you aren't actually wet afterwards. Yeah, so it's like slime.
Like slime, yeah.
Yeah,
I think slime.
yeah.
People agree slime.
Yeah.
He's slime.
I mean, look, if I totally hear you.
Ditto can be
with
whatever
Ditto.
you want.
It can be whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
You just have to tell it to not talk.
Which is honestly how most of mine go.
Yeah. Maybe a bag over the head, but other than that, we're good. We're Gucci. I hear you.
I have to say no for base ditto.
Yeah.
Base ditto. I want to know. I want to know
Yeah,
how that
base
even.
ditto, maybe not.
I don't know how that even works.
What do you mean?
You know.
What do you mean? How does it work?
You know, if you fuck ditto, you
The same way if you fucked a jar of peanut butter.
Why would you want to fuck?
Yeah, who would do that? That's weird.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. I've never done it.
Nah, that's crazy.
Nah,
who would do that?
we've
Nah,
never
that's
done it,
crazy.
right, guys? We've never done it.
Who would do that?
Okay, if we're on the topic of Pokemon, then I have one that's a Pokemon.
All right.
That's not Ditto. Put,
Joey,
yeah,
what's
put,
your
the,
one?
put my
What's your
Pokemon one.
Joey?
If it's like Gardevoir,
No. See,
Or Lopunny?
I purposely
like
avoided
Lapras?
Gardevoir and Lopunny and Lapras and stuff like that because it's easy. Florges.
is it because of how she like her back?
I'm
Is it
sorry.
this?
Look at that ass.
Okay, that's not an ass,
Oh,
Joe.
okay,
It's a stem.
No, it's an ass. Stems don't
Can we
grow
Google?
that
Can
way.
we Google how big is Florges?
Yeah, Florges.
How tall? I wanted to see.
I
the
think it's
Pokédex.
pretty big if I
Florges?
remember correctly. 109 centimeters. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
So it's like
3 feet.
look, Joey, your cock would split it open.
No, it's tough. Don't worry about it.
3 feet.
3 feet.
That's fine.
3 feet.
It's
You want to
fine.
fuck a daffodil?
Yeah.
You want to fuck a flower, Joey? That's literally what you're fucking right now.
Joey goes to the fucking bouquet store and says, "Oh,
Can you turn it around?
Yo, why that stem like that?
Look,
Ooh.
the Pokemon Company knew what the fuck they were doing when they were like, "Oh, let's take the stem.
I disagree."
Let's take the stem and shape out an ass with it, because stems don't grow like that on flowers."
Are you? So,
I want to fuck a
so if
daffodil.
you see a shape resembling an ass, you're like, oh,
I mean, I'll get a quarter shop at least. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. We just monkeys in shoes, boys. Let's not forget that.
Joey's like he sees the letter I, and then when it goes to L, he's like, oh, like the curve. He's like, oh, the ass on L.
He sees the letter 8 and he's like, oh my god, the love handles on that. Oh.
I can grab it right in the middle.
The most fuckable moment.
Yeah. 8 is the most fuckable number. I would agree.
I see the infinity sign. It's like, oh, it's ready for me. It's on its side already.
9 is like, yo, the hole's right there.
It's right there.
The hole is right
It's
there.
just showing me what to
Goddamn.
do.
So what are these? So okay, tell me more about why you think this is a hear me out. Like I want
Okay.
to hear the full details of what you enjoy.
First of all, it's a fairy type Pokemon, right?
Okay.
Which means that it's nice. It'll treat you well in the bedroom. All right,
How do you know that for sure?
because they're fairy types.
Jigglypuff's fairy type, and he's a terrorist.
If it's a boy, but if it's a girl,
Yes.
I'm fucking it.
Oh my god.
Boys, you can't keep reacting like this. We're gonna be doing this for the next hour and a half.
Okay, this is.
Look, out of the non-obvious Pokemon, right?
I don't know what the obvious Pokemon is. I am not one of those people that is just like.
He's
you know,
talking Gardevoir.
I'm talking Gardevoir,
Lopunny.
Lopunny, Lapras, Vaporeon, right? The ones that everyone talks about where it's like, yeah,
Do
like
you
even
know?
Ditto.
Do you know about Vaporeon the meme?
Yes.
Yeah, we showed him,
because
remember?
you showed me.
Yeah.
On the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Smash or Pass.
Yeah.
What about Mewtwo?
He would.
I would. I fucking knew you would. I would.
Because it's got hips.
I would.
Look at
God
that.
damn! Dude, fucking...
Bro, you'd definitely be a bottom with like Mewtwo.
Of course.
This is if you go for Mewtwo, you like to be dominated.
I just don't like the idea that he's reading my mind while fucking me.
maybe that makes it better. You know?
I want him to just like whisper in my ear, I do not understand the circumstances. that fucking line that he
No,
says
no,
in the
no, no.
movie.
He won't even fucking whisper in your ear. He'll fucking telepathically say that, which actually sounds kind of hot.
I've seen enough hentai to know what'll happen. His tail will go down your like throat into your
Yeah.
stomach, and then like a bunch of weird shit will
Yeah.
happen.
And then he can like mind break. He can mind break you.
He will literally mind
He
break
can mind
you.
break you.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so
Actually, I'm convinced. Actually, now that we're discussing
but
it,
the florges, I'm not convinced.
You're not convinced?
No.
Yeah.
It's why? Where do you? Okay, question. Okay,
It's
you're
just so-
implying that's an ass.
It's just
I
so-
don't think she has an ass.
It's just so female like. You know what I mean? That's
that is the most incel shit you've ever said.
That's
It's
that's
just
a
like a
woman.
female.
That is a lady right there.
I,
That is
mean, I would say she does have the curves.
right?
Um,
That's a woman.
you can see that on a runway. You know,
Yeah.
if we're talking about fucking
There is nothing to put
Secretary.
it. Where do you put it?
Look, we'll figure it out. Let's
What
not
are you gonna
rush
do?
it,
She
okay?
watches you while you jack off.
I'll take her to dinner first. All right. Let's not
no,
rush it.
hear me outs aren't always about fucking people.
Yeah.
you
Yes,
know?
they are.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
they are.
No, it's
No,
not.
yes,
It's
they
like,
are.
hear
No,
me
no,
out.
no.
Hear me out. Maybe I just want to take them on a nice date.
Yeah, hear me out. I'm just
No, we cannot change what this means. This means fucking. This is all
no.
it means.
Hear me out is
no.
hear me out.
Hear me
I'm
out
just
is we're fucking.
I'm
No.
weirdly attracted to this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's the energy. It's
Yeah.
the energy. It's not. It doesn't always necessarily mean smash or pass.
Yes,
Hear me
it
out.
does.
It's just like, look,
I disagree. I
something about that
respectfully
energy.
disagree.
If it ends in smash, I ain't complaining.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So how would you smash? How do you get it done?
We'll fucking figure it out, dude. Don't worry about it. They look in the
Okay.
game. They breed, right?
Yeah, plants can reproduce, Joey.
Yeah, I'll figure
They
it
don't
out.
fuck humans. We're
I'll
not the
figure it
ones
out.
who are bringing them to
I'll
life.
put a daffodil on my cock. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Whatever it takes.
I'll pass.
God damn it.
Joey breeding in the flower world would be like, she just gives off her fucking pollen and Joey just goes, oh, babe.
Another one.
Babe.
Give me another line.
I need to breed more. Please,
Give me another
babe.
line.
Right.
I'll pass.
Fuck's sake. All right, I skipped. I skipped Gaunt. So Gaunt, what's your one?
All right. I can't remember what my next one is.
All right, throw it up, Kai.
This episode is sponsored by Sakurako.
Do you know what Sakurako is?
Of course I do, but remind the viewers who don't know at home.
Gladly. Sakurako is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local makers across Japan. Each box is carefully curated with traditional and seasonal snacks like mochi, dorayaki, manju, and more, including signature Japanese teas and an exclusive homeware item. Sakurako delivers an authentic taste of Japan to your home.
And this box's theme is what, Joey?
It is the moonlit Sakura, Tsukiyo no Sakura, because of course we are coming around to
season.
Sakura season.
Yes.
You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people here in Japan right now who are here for the Sakura. So if you can't be here for the Sakura yourself, why not bring the Sakura to your home with Sakurako? Look how many
all of
pink
these
things
snacks.
there are.
That one looks so
Oh.
good. I gotta get in on this.
What you have there, Connor, is a Sakura chocolate cookie. This seasonal cookie is made with a delectable twice-baked dough and coated in a soft pink sweet chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
It's a perfectly indulgent spring treat.
Oh yeah.
And Joey, tell me about this Sakura mochi I'm having right now.
That right there is Sakura mochi. This is a classic, actually, very traditional Japanese snack that is, as the name suggests, perfect for Sakura viewing.
And wow, they have 2 Sakura hibiscus teas and something that I've spotted, Joey.
Oh, Sakura senbei? Oh, they're pink.
Yeah, Sakura.
They're like petals.
Nice and salty.
Nice and savory, actually. Can't open up the exclusive where you can.
Okay.
Yes.
The one with the chopper?
Ronald Chopper. Chopper's
Okay.
Chopper is like sensei.
The OG doctor. I'm saying, all right, we've seen our MILFs in anime and stuff, right?
Let's talk about the
and
gilfs.
Every gilf, every gilf is like a cheat, right? You got fucking Tsunade. She's not a fucking gilf,
Yeah.
all right? You got the grandma from Dandadan. Like they
Yeah.
that's just cheating, right? That's
Yeah.
just MILF with a different number. This is a 100% accurate gilf.
I mean, look
and
at-
I'm gonna fucking
Look at those fucking hips, dude.
I know.
God
She, obviously her face, you can see how old she is, but
Sure.
she still has that youthful energy. And she fucking kicks ass, man.
But look, unlike Shrek Fiona, it's not Shrek Fiona, unlike Ogre Fiona, her teeth are immaculate.
that is true.
Well, she is immaculate teeth.
She is a doctor, Joe.
Here's my problem. Can you zoom in on the face?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you zoom in more? All right. I want you boys to cover up the mouth. You're fucking Dr. Eggman.
I mean, hear me out.
It's like when I cover up that, it's just Eggman.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Which Eggman?
Annie.
Jim Carrey's Eggman.
Jim Carrey's. Oh, of course.
That's a hear me.
Oh, 100%. Eggman
100%.
also, Eggman with that body as well?
Eggman with that body.
Eggman with that body?
Yeah, my issue with this is that it looks like, and I'm not trying to be like, it did looks like Eggman, dude.
Sonic X Eggman. God damn, dude. Now that is the definition of I skipped leg day.
Like, because online, you know, when you're like, that looks like a fucking man.
Yeah.
And they're just being, because it doesn't look inherently feminine. But her
Right.
face is extremely masculine.
Yeah, but look at those hips.
And
I
like,
also
it's,
like-
it's the wrinkles, man. They're like as
Nah.
deep as a fucking. They go as high as Everest and deep as the trench.
Look, it doesn't matter when she just has the fucking attitude.
She
man.
does, she
She
does.
has the
You
personality.
could pull her forehead over her eyes.
she is 100% top. Like there is no question she is top.
Look,
But her body-
she is a no bullshit grandma.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you think if what am I about to say?
This is like you mentioned the grandma from Down to Down, right? She's
Yeah.
clearly not a grandma.
She's
right?
clearly not a
Yeah,
grandma.
yeah.
Right?
And like in this case, from neck down, she's clearly not a grandma.
No.
Okay, but
You gotta, if you want a grandma, you gotta be ready for a grandma, John. Okay, you gotta be ready for everything that involves with that. No,
Well,
like,
okay.
You can't have a grandma face with a 20-year-old body.
Hypothetically speaking, right? Hypothetically speaking, if we advance medical science to the point where humans can slow down aging, if we can get to that point in the human future, I'm trying to choose my words very carefully here, as you can probably tell. Would you think thirsting over grandmas would be more socially acceptable?
Why were you worried about that, wording wise?
I was trying not to say, would you fuck a grandma?
What's wrong with that?
I mean, there are people who already do that.
I know.
I mean, if you're both both consenting, yeah, I think it's fine.
But
You're
here's,
both
here's
adults.
the thing. You say MILF, everyone's like, yes, king.
Yeah.
Spit. You say grandma, and people are like, ugh.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I think it's because like when you think MILF, you don't think of like your mom. When you think grandma, I think you can't help but think about your like grandma.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, is that true? Wait.
Because you say MILF, but when you say grandma,
Yeah.
grandma is a term that you would use for your grandma,
Or
right?
gilf.
But you wouldn't say like you wouldn't call your own mom a MILF, and if you did, that's degenerate and disgusting, right? So I think MILF helps you like separate like mom, because you wouldn't be like I'm gonna fuck the mom, right? Because then it
Yeah.
sounds like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
But then you're getting with a gilf then. If we
Gilf
want to separate,
sounds better than grandma.
Yeah, that's true,
I'm sure-
that's true.
Grandma is a term comes with a lot of like there's a
Wholesomeness.
Well, so does mum,
think
to be
'cause-
fair.
I think because grandma as well, it also implies like you're like fucking into someone's family. You know what I mean?
And
Whereas
you're not with a MILF?
MILF has been ruined by porn where it doesn't feel that way, I think. Don't you think as a term? Like when you think of I'm gonna fuck a MILF, you don't think of like there's a whole ass family involved.
Well, listen, I haven't watched
Right.
enough GILF porn to make that sense.
I don't watch
Exactly.
I don't watch GILF porn. What I'm saying is like it comes with a lot of extra meanings, which I think
Right.
people aren't ready to.
I
to
just
battle.
think that MILFs have become now that you're saying this, why is it more acceptable? There
I
is
think,
no
it's because,
reason.
I think it's because the age gap is closer with MILFs than it is with GILFs, right?
but there is no by Connor standards.
But you're also implying that everyone who gets with MILFs is like younger than them. They could be older.
they can be older.
Yeah, but the idea of a MILF is that you're getting with an
older woman.
an
Yeah,
older
which is what
woman,
it has
right?
become
I
now.
think it's
Yeah,
because
it's not become
I think it's because once a woman gets to a certain age, they become